was a tab, so it wasn't when we recorded.
Fortunate.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure you guys remember what's going on and what your plans were.
We're doing great. There's been literally no hiccups along this journey.
Hiccups are cringe and dumb, and we haven't had them.
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Everything's running as expected.
That is false. Actually, that isn't even that false.
That's the most true statement of all.
No, because I haven't been structured yet.
True. Also, I know this isn't like something that can happen because your thing wasn't connected to your mech, but it hasn't gone haywire yet either.
Also true.
However, you have had the time to remedy that particular issue.
Yeah, don't worry. Next combat. First round, I get structured. Bitch goes haywire. And everything will be right in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if we are all here and ready, then we can proceed.
Yeah.
So, we ended with you guys getting saved by the bell at the printers after getting freaking and then patching yourselves up a little bit.
If we didn't get saved by the bell, we got saved by high-intensity violence, like we usually do.
Yeah.
And Boar is taking over the printing capabilities. But,
we got saved by blowing up our objective rather than capturing it. As usual.
We could have blown that one up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You should be thankful.
You'll be thankful when you're putting together all the freaking stuff that you just broke.
Well, that's a damn shame.
Yep. So,
sounds like he's got a bit.
Now, as you guys are finishing up your rest, you get a ping. You actually get 2 pings. In this case, do any of you guys have over? I guess I know one of you at least has over. Pen E-Defense. I know that you do Vagabond, so you don't need to answer, but I don't remember for all 3 of the other ones.
Nah.
I'm fairly certain Theo and Nylon.
I got 7.
Okay.
Blackbeard.
So yes, you guys all get basically a comm ping from Boars, along with the 3 of you minus Vagabond. Vagabond, you actually get 2 pings. It can't just override your freaking hailing system and say you're listening now. For the other 3, you don't have a choice. Your comm system is overwhelmed. Because it turns out a shipboard freaking NHP is, especially on the ship, is beefy. Cuts into your comnet and pops up with a slightly more pixelated Vasus than you initially remembered from your initial opening. Like his bow and sword are kind of not fully there. They kind of just glitch back and forth from existent to non-existent and look a little bit blocky and pixelated.
Oh, boo-hoo, is an NHP on the fritz?
Oh no, who could have done that?
Yeah. And through the now not human voice at least as much, there's a little bit of distortion thrown in now. Vasus, if of course Vagabond, you're just opening the floodgates for Vasus to also communicate with you. Otherwise, you'll be filled up.
Sure.
We have reached the atmosphere with ongoing encounters with enemy aerospace forces. Enemy insurgents. You are advised to leave the ship in the next 10 minutes, or else you will be destroyed along with the ship when we encounter enemy forces. And then, nicely for you guys, it goes and sticks a little 10-minute timer just in your HUD. That is already ticking down. By the time it finishes talking, it's already at like 9 minutes, 40 seconds.
Now, why do I feel like I've seen this in every goddamn movie?
Wait, aren't those our enemy forces?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
We're
you're
getting
currently
fucking
riding on an enemy
friendly
ship.
fired. Let's start fucking taking over the ship faster.
Yeah, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you what Boris freaking messages you about.
Yes.
He also throws in that the NHP seems to be suffering some level of cycling issues and is steadily falling apart. So move.
Join the club.
So
Yeah, let's go to the fucking HP area. Let's take this shit faster.
you guys are going to skip the power and just deal with the NHP?
We have 10 minutes.
I think that would be prudent.
It'll take us like 30 minutes to get the power.
Comments don't take that long.
No. But, you know. We suck.
Wait, what's the problem?
Oh, we have 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes until we encounter our allied forces, but the ship's enemies' forces. But then ship go kaboomy, and we are on ship, so we go kaboomy.
I don't suppose we could ask them nicely to not kaboom us.
Yeah, maybe the ship also doesn't want to kaboom. Maybe we can find neutral ground on not kaboom.
Well, I just mean, let our allies know, don't kaboom the ship because we'll take care of it.
Probably depends on if the ship tries to kaboom them.
Yeah, I feel like the ship will be trying to kaboom them, and if they just sit by and do nothing, we get kaboomed.
Well,
In the grand scheme of like space warfare, your guys' ship is fairly small, so it won't be a like priority target when there are certainly more dangerous foes about. However, that doesn't mean they won't shoot at you. And it does seem like the 10-minute timer is until you reach the ongoing battle
Mm.
and is not the you will immediately be shot upon reaching this timer.
Uh-huh.
I feel like reaching the enemy battle brings in another rogue element known as borders.
Yep.
And we're kind of barely handling as it stands. I don't really want a fucking HA strike group busting in the last fight.
Oh, I thought you meant borders, like, if we're gonna cross
Like
international
doctors
borders,
without
everyone's gonna
borders.
need
No.
everyone's gonna
No,
need their
borders
passports.
as in the Caliban is a
Yeah.
border.
Yeah.
Caliban is also not going to
It's
be killed
IPSA,
on
it won't
either
be here.
side.
But, you know.
Message received, yeah.
Yeah. It's the idea of the Caliban that I'm trying to get across here.
Mm-hmm.
The oh no.
All right. So you're going to go after the NHP at full power.
And that's what I would prefer
Yes.
to do. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of down.
I'm down to do that.
Alright.
Sad DM noises. But
I can get it on.
all right.
At least, I think, isn't that like what we came to the conclusion of last week?
Yeah, we were in a pretty bad way.
Yeah, things were not looking good. Well,
No, the
I think
conclusion you guys came
uh,
to last week were we're going to after the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Hence why I made the power thing.
Oh.
Oh, I
But
thought
Yeah.
the conclusion we
But then
came
you
to
told us
last
that we
week
have a time
was
limit, which influenced us to not want to do that anymore.
Yeah, I think our conclusion was before we got the rest, it was like, okay, we're just going after the NHP. We got the rest, oh shit, we can go after the power. And then now there's a
Oh.
timer. And it's like, oh, fuck.
well. In that case, let's go hit the power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
My intuition is telling me we'll have enough time to hit the power, guys.
Yo?
Yeah.
I mean, it also will give you an opportunity to, I don't know, slow the ship down so it doesn't have as much time. 'Cause
But
the
Mitchell, that
engines
requires
kinda
us to be
need power,
thinking. Hello.
Yeah, Mitchell, WTF.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna hit the power.
rather than just
I
rush
just
the freaking NHP and hope for the best. When you have how many mechs that freaking will melt?
Yeah, let's
I
go
got
for
a
the
high heat
power.
cap.
Yeah, heat caps. Yeah,
Yeah, let's go for the power. I forgot that
yeah.
I'm the only one whose mech doesn't light on fire after walking through any amount of heat.
Yeah, the way she goes does a fairly good job of ablating it, but
Yeah.
I
Let's
can.
go.
test
Let's go
unit's not
smash power.
bad. Test unit will just gain a lot of heat because Theo's E defense is it's hard to miss.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not the only one on
yeah.
that front.
Mine's hard to miss and also very easy to light on fire.
You know, your
Yeah.
mech will light on fire and just decide it doesn't feel like existing very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mine's hard to miss, but I've got a great AC.
yeah, way she goes is somewhat similar. So,
Oh, and I can actually I can hang outside my mech now as well, so I can rig events.
Yo,
Dub.
another thing to do when you're burning your turn for your reloads.
Bro. Well, that doesn't even matter for reloads.
Uh,
Because that's me literally hanging outside of the mech. And I could have done that when I was burning my turn for the reloads, but I wouldn't be able to move or anything.
yeah.
so you guys rush towards the power core.
Yep.
Which thankfully is fairly easy to get to.
Blow up power.
And as you guys start getting close, the area starts to get filled with what at least your external sensors are reading as coolant mist. Which your sensors are then telling you, boss, I can't see very well through this. And it seems like your visual sensors are suffering even worse. So I hope that whoever wants to stick near Theo, who has Theo and I think you, will have the best sensors. Because otherwise you're blind.
Yeah. I got a rock solid 10 sensors.
You can see everything basically within a space of you. Otherwise.
Mm.
And then also your sensor range.
Yeah, your sensor range you can see out to that distance.
Mm-hmm.
So let's drag you over here.
Oops.
And of course, you do see a series of red. I think they're red. Actually, no, these guys don't have red as their lights. They have orange or purple. In this case, they'd be purple. So you see purple kind of eye lights that seem to vanish and reappear.
I can see slightly farther than I should.
Yeah, likewise.
That's fine.
Let's see. It's probably just because it's freaking suffering from the it's trying to deal with this.
Hexagons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Vision. Let me see if I lower you down to 9. Doesn't seem to literally have changed at all.
For moving seems to have changed. I can see slightly further than I can, but
Yeah.
that's probably about as
Yeah, we'll see maybe 7.5 for you. That's
yeah, that pretty much works.
I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
I
I
might
have
have to be
pasta, but
notified
no
if
fork.
something's at like a weird angle to me, but
All right. Vagabond and the way she goes. I was just going to set like a certain amount, but I figured it makes more sense to just give you guys a sensor rating. It's trying to deal with space. Thing. There we go. Now I need to give you like 3.5, I think. Thankfully, once I find yours,
that looks good.
Yeah, that's about right.
Probably set mine to 3.5 too then.
Are we in
you have the same sensor
Are we
rating.
in a corridor here,
Yeah.
or can we just not? Okay.
Well, thankfully, we can still see that there is a wall next to us.
my god.
No, it's correct. And I need to do Theo's, who is... Well, yours is what? 7.5, so we'll say if 5.5 is correct for Theo. Because his is 2 less.
Alright, but how lit is having coolant mist everywhere? I can't fucking heat. It's too lit. That's
I
what I'm
think
telling myself.
I think the problem though is that it isn't 1-to-1.
Yeah, it is not 1-to-1.
I think it's more like you'll probably have to give him 6 or something.
All right, that's pretty good. You'll be able to see to the edge. If you can't see something in that 8th thing, and 10th and the 5th thing, then I'll just have to keep an eye on your guys' things.
Oh, no, I can
Of course,
do
this does not apply to the enemies. They can see through the mist just fine.
Yo, WTF?
Yeah, they're cheaters.
They're fucking wall hacking?
So this is effectively a recon.
Mhm.
One of the reactors in this room is kind of the main reactor. The others are sub-reactors, and therefore, other than just blowing them up, you have no idea. I will also tell you that there is an additional console somewhere in the room that does just count as the main console, and that will give you the thing. However, you have to find it.
So we have to blow up the main reactor or take it over.
Either, blow it up or take it over. Also, if you blow up all of the reactors, it'll be
Don't.
bad.
Don't blow up all the reactors.
Well, then the ship, I imagine, won't work very well, which kind of defeats the purpose of
you
us
will
showing up here in the
technically
first
defeat
place.
Vossas. However, you'll also be in a floating wreck in space. So,
I mean, Boris seems like the type of guy who probably know how to fix a reactor, as long as it wasn't entirely destroyed, like what we're going to do.
reactors are going to be kind of set up kind of near the corners of the room. So you guys are kind of at the bottom middle. Just to kind of give you a sense of what the map looks like, because I know you
Gotcha,
can't see very
yeah.
much of that. And I also will tell you about the other things. There are these blue, like, rectangle things. Those are coolant rods. If you blow them up, then they give you a -1 to any heat you take, and will immediately start eating heat at a faster rate. At a rate of 1 per turn, as long as you're standing next to them.
Oh. Do they slow
The
us?
field is less. They do slow you as well, yes. You're
Would that
basically standing in
be
coolant fluid.
at the end of your turn if you're standing in it?
Yeah, you can't just walk through it. It does need to be, you have to be there for at least the turn.
Gotcha.
Of course, because you blew up the printer room, you won't have continuous enemies of junk freaking crots. So,
Yo?
The little victories.
We take those. All it cost was an entire
any of
mech.
the other nasty. Yeah, you put it
Yeah,
back
but it
together.
wasn't my mech, so why the fuck did I care?
Hey, fair play. All
All
it
right.
cost Koi was an entire
Um,
mech.
So, as you guys are rushing into the room, you do see. I'm just going to place this. You guys can share vision if you just unselect your token. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So you'll be able to see whatever Living Dead sees because they have the farthest reach.
Yeah.
All right. So you see for a moment this just kind of phase in. Like, have you ever played the StarCraft, like the ghost kind of phasing
Yes.
look where they
Shimmering.
cloak? Yeah, the shimmering of the air from the blue. That basically is what happens as you see this mech appear. And it does, in fact, have a sword that seems to continue being that, like, kind of bluish color. Or I guess orangish color in this guy's case.
Cool.
This
This
guy's
guy's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah. They kind of give you a nod. It comes back on at least your sensors as the mech is kind of like, you can see its name, but its name seems to be like overwritten, and you just see reactor shielding rather than an actual like mech name.
Mm.
It is coming back, however, as a phantom class mech. You are at least getting that. Whether or
Have I
not they're
fought Phantom
allowing you
before?
to see that or not is,
Oh, you know what? Just for him, I'll allow him to see that I'm a Raleigh class mech.
But they give you a look. It does kind of act a little bit like, that kind of feminine look at you, and then just kind of like throw its hair back or throw the hair back. So yeah, they just kind of look at you, point their sword, and then poof again.
While you were blowing up the printers, I studied the blade.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I've ever had a invitation so direct.
All right. Let's bring you guys into the initiative.
Okay, so
I will say, if you take too long, in this case 6 rounds, to find whichever reactor or just blow up at least 2 of the sub-reactors, I guess, yeah, 2 seems fair. It's going to take you guys a while to get around. Then victory. As I said, there is a part of this map where there is a main console. It is a purple box, or purple rectangle. If you get within at least your sensor range, you can hack it at a fairly decent rating, or fairly high difficulty. It is higher than 10, just to let you know. To take over and shut down basically the sub-reactors. But 2 sub-reactors will do it. However, of course, sub-reactors are a little bit tougher. Resistant and whatnot. And of course, they have a decent set of hit points.
So we want to blow up 2 sub-reactors then?
I mean, that it is a viable victory condition. Basically, the
Okay.
3 victory conditions is find the sub-reactor that counts as the main reactor, blow up 2 other reactors, or find that main console. You
All
also just defeating all enemies will give you the time, as long as you do it by the 6th round.
So to find the main reactor, do we need to like do a scan or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just stand next to it for long
Okay.
enough. If you end your turn next to it or make a scan on it, then you'll know.
Okay.
Basically, playing by recon rules.
Alright.
Where if you're standing near it, then you'll know.
Yep,
Take the action to do so. And because these guys are technically invisible, I'm not going to show them in the initiative order quite yet.
But are they hidden?
They are.
Okay.
You don't know where they are is the main thing. You'll
Yeah.
find out when they decide to join the fray.
I can't wait to pop the hatch and just get coated in cool and get it all into my fucking cockpit. That'll be great.
It'll be fine.
freeze to death.
I don't think I have a hard suit on. Like, I'm not gonna freeze
To
death
death.
instantly. Okay.
Yeah.
It,
If you
well,
jump
no,
out of
it's
the mech,
fine.
You'll be fine.
I
You'll be
can't freeze to
slowed,
death.
but
I can't freeze to death because I'll be rigging the vents open. So I'll be playing with things that are very hot. So I can't freeze to death.
Beginning of round 1. Who is starting this?
Want to go first?
Who? Me?
Does anyone want to go first?
I mean, I have the longest
Theo
sensor
is
range.
like,
So
people are asking if they want to go first. Me?
I mean,
Teleporters?
yeah,
Like,
I mean,
do shield
True,
everyone
actually.
and teleport.
yeah,
that'd
I was
be
gonna
great,
say,
actually.
yeah, shield and teleport sounds like the wave per usual.
I like how it's a
Alright.
question and then you remember, all right, Theo just has a good answer to beginning of round.
I shield everyone. Everyone gets 4 overshield, and then I place a teleporter like that. Does that sound good to
You go
everyone?
grab him.
That sounds good to me.
Yep.
I should do the trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 1 second, Theo. I gotta go grab your teleporters from the other room.
I actually think this might actually be more efficient for going forwards.
how?
Well, isn't it the
Where do you want
isn't
it
it-
then?
If I put it here, I guess you can teleport from that square, so it
Yeah,
can just
'cause-
be like that. Okay.
we can both reach it in just one movement, so this is fine. Where like
Yeah.
that one is fine.
So they're here?
Yep.
Should just allow you to draw the teleporters.
And it's not a wasted movement because like we're moving forward anyways to get
Yeah.
to the space
Yeah.
where we can teleport. So it works out fine.
I will teleport there. That's right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a direction y'all want me to go in?
Well, we need to go up, so
At least that is for sure. It looks like
That
the
is
corridor
true.
opens up to the side. Like right there.
Up is an option, but I can go up in many directions.
I mean, like just
And I
straight
go-
up,
and I
maybe
can
hang
go
right.
6. Okay, just straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason not to move like a couple extras at a time and see if you see anything on the way up. Not like commit your entire movement, right?
1,
Yeah.
2,
Hope all the walls are good. They're fairly simple, so
3,
not
4.
complained.
Hey, it looks like there's like a
Uh,
intersection here or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, it seems so.
What is this weird like spearhead in front of me, Mitchell? Is this just
It's
wall?
just a weird spearhead of wall.
Okay.
It looks like there was something that was built there, but it's been since removed.
Alright, since I'm already closer to the right,
Yeah.
beep boop, motherfuckers.
All right. Beep boop indeed.
I see Mitchell muttering out of a random space, and I get nervous. Oh
We can
no!
measure this.
All right. Considering there's a semi-invisible turning assassin around, I think we should do the sticking together business.
Yeah, speaking of assassin, as you step forward and get a wing. I don't think these guys get anything special from attacking from hidden though. Unless I gave them that. They do have they do have it. Very nice. I was wondering if I gave them a buff on this.
We all just see 50 get sliced in half.
Like,
Great.
yeah.
And since you're alone 50, because these guys have hunt,
Oh god.
it actually deals 10 damage.
Here we go.
Shit.
Be glad that it's not actually. As all of a sudden a mech appears for a moment, slices into yours, and then vanishes again. As it moves away, you'd assume, but who the hell knows?
Your
forgot
roll
how
was
to
private, by the
roll.
way, on that.
Teleports in front of you.
I assume it was just a damage roll for 10.
It's 17, and these guys deal 5 damage base, but they have hunt. So if you're standing alone, yeah, the Spectre's melee attack deals +5 when no other characters are adjacent to their target. So if you're alone, prepare to be stabbed hard.
All right, guys, buddy system.
Yep.
No.
That's their favorite mech. The frick you, I'm always invisible mech.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I can't. Are you glitching out thing? No, you're fine.
From what I understand, mine and Baden's speeds are similar, and Koi and Theo's are. So do you want to just pair up that way, so we're not like lagging behind each other?
No,
But you're
you and me are both
yeah.
6.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm
we're,
4.
no, we're all 6 except
Okay.
for Living Dead.
How much armor do you
Uh,
have? Or how much overshield do you have, Theo?
4.
All right. You now have 0 and have taken 4 additional health damage.
Alrighty.
You got stabbed. I just transferred it to a public roll. For some reason, you can't do it with Lancer things. I guess I can just swing again for him to show you what it actually is.
Gotcha.
This is what he stabbed you with, even though this is irrelevant to
Yo,
like
what
he's not
missed?
actually stabbing you.
Yeah.
So, because apparently there isn't a just show item, which is bizarre.
Reveal roll, yeah. They're already
Oh,
set in stone.
Yeah, there's no reveal. It's bizarre for it because I'm used to having it in because in 5e you can reveal roll in Foundry.
Uh-huh.
Yep, but apparently the Lancer goes, no, frick you.
The technology
Get
isn't
to
there
reveal.
yet. We spent all
Lancer
our budget
bad
on mechs.
game.
Yep. All right, that is that though. He's done his things, and now you know he's there. Well, you know he exists. Rather, he is hidden again.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to go up and make sure 50 doesn't get stabbed more?
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. I'm pretty sure all three of us
Or
can do that. So is
can you
there?
make it there in time with 4 movement? Oh yeah. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can move one up, and then.
I mean, you can't walk through the wall, but
Like
I think I'll.
you can. You
Oh.
should be able to teleport or get a.
Yeah.
You can
Well-
boost at the very least.
Well,
Yeah,
if
I can get there.
And I mean, what else are you going to do? It's not like you have to place a teleport.
search for the
Yeah,
hidden
search
unit.
and then shoot.
Yeah.
Well, I think you have to at least guess where the enemy is to a certain extent. You can't just say, I search area.
I will search down the hallway.
Yeah. In this case, I'm going to just say it'll be in the cardinal directions. Or I guess the...
Yeah, if I'm having to pick out individual spaces to search
I'm
for
not
this,
gonna do that.
fuck, I'm gonna get pissed.
I'm going to say, yeah, it's basically compass directions. So
Yeah.
you can search in any direction around you. as far as your sensor range.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
like a
kind of
directional
ping out.
ping.
Yeah, you ping out.
Alright. So you guys fine with me going?
Yeah,
Is
go
it
for
end
it.
of your line? All
Sure.
right. End of your line activates. Yeah.
One.
And you guys, of course, can share. I will say, if you're jammed, I don't think anything can do that, but just so in case there is something that can, if you're jammed, you no longer have vision for allies. So
3.
you are yourself, and that's all you can see.
Makes sense.
Mhm. Just as a note. And yes, that
Boost
hallway is
change.
3Y, so you can walk down it even though the hallway looks like it is. If the thing claims that you can't walk into it, ignore it.
Yeah, I'll shoot at a scan. Sorry, what?
Alright.
Are you saying?
Oh, nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
You're...
Alright. It will attempt to hide.
I don't remember what the fuck the roll is. Is
I
it
think it's systems versus agility.
Yeah. I think
systems
it is
versus agility?
systems
Yeah.
versus agility, yeah.
Let me triple check. I just had it up a few
Luckily,
seconds ago.
systems is my greatest roll.
Yep. I am gonna roll these guys hidden because technically you guys have no idea if they're there or not. I'm just gonna roll every time.
Yep.
Regardless of whether or not they actually are there. Regardless, yeah, you don't find anything.
I'm gonna use my HP to reroll that one.
No. It doesn't have that.
Oh my fucking god!
Yep. It
It's gonna be one of those days.
Centurion helps out. But yeah, no, still nothing there.
And I'll boost up to here.
All right. So now you get a warning. Something else is going to do things.
Warning, you've stepped on an enemy.
Not quite. All right, it is going to go ahead and do some bad things. Living Dead, you're pretty close. Something is going to attempt to wrench control of your weapon systems.
Hey, can you fucking not?
It wrenches control of a weapon system. Let's see. What fun weapons do you have?
I think we all know where this goes.
Yep. It's going to go ahead and wrench control of your bolt thrower and have you go ahead and turn around and point it at 50 and tell you to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Finally have an excuse.
Whoops, all my other guns went off too. That's weird.
Well, the good news is, I'm engaged.
Yeah. So at least you do take that minus.
The bad news is,
The reliable will not damage Theo. He has
Yeah,
no fun. However, it does still eat up your shot.
oh, thank fucking god. That was a fucking nuts damage roll too.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Holy
Actually
shit!
put Theo into the ground.
Actually,
Oof.
structured him.
Yeah.
It slams your wall and just tears a hole out of it.
And then it is going to go ahead.
Well, that's a waste of rolling chamber. You know, just for interest's sake. That would have been 20 damage.
Yeah, that's a big number.
Big
Alright.
That's alright.
number.
They never recharge systems when Mitchell's rolling them, so.
I actually, yeah, that's a pretty high
rude.
recharge. Witches have a ton of recharge systems. It's because they're terrifying. And then
Black
against you,
magic.
50, something is going to go ahead and attempt to rip through your systems. This time in a more traditional way of just tearing them apart. So you're going to go ahead and take a heat with a promise of 4 additional. Actually, it's more than that, just believe it or not. Because this witch has a freaking even more dangerous thing. It has Dark Cloud. Yee. Although I don't think for 50 it'll activate this turn. It'll activate next turn, though, if it hits you again.
Gotcha.
Because Dark Cloud only activates when you're in danger zone. As the anti-cooling system reveals itself, at least through its hijacking. All right, Vagabond or Tether? Which of you is next?
I presume we're gonna go in the same direction with everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, go off on your own. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, if we do decide to split up, it should at least be as buddies, but I think we should all just stick together.
Yeah.
So you don't get fucking
Teleport.
stabbed.
Yeah, but they're
Taking 10 damage a
melee. They
turn
should
hurts.
just handle it. They get stabbed, they just fucking kill the guy.
Yeah, except the guy has the ability to go woo and then just move away for free. Well, for free for a quick action, but he only gets one attack a turn. So
Can I
specters have
scan?
prowl, but this is just a base thing specters get. That they move spaces equal to their speed and then become hidden. This movement ignores engagement and does not provoke reactions. So they can just turn invisible and be gone.
Yeah, no, I remember them.
Yeah, specters are freaking mean. And
We
these guys, of
fought
course,
them
have,
once, and I've hated them since.
yeah, these specters have weakness analyzer in addition. So when they're hidden, they attack with a plus in accuracy, and if they crit, they deal additional damage too.
The good is, I believe that specters are kind of just
flimsy.
like wet tissue paper.
Yeah, no. If you get a hold of them, they die. The problem is
I-
getting a hold of them.
I can't
Really
wait for the
annoying.
Blackbeard to get a hold of one.
Yeah. You know, if Tether is able to grapple one of the freaking specters, it's dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's gone. Because it can't freaking teleport. They just
Man,
move naturally.
if I hit one of those with that 20 damage shot, they would have just
Oh,
been
yeah.
turned into like
Mush.
There is no
dust.
more mech. You'll see it become visible for half a second before the mech gets torn apart.
There's just a sword left.
I guess it's like they basically have like whips, effectively. It's the like
Mono
sword
wire.
that like extends out. Are you going to use your action to try and scan?
And yes,
Or not
please.
scan, search technically. Scan is
Yeah.
different.
Sword that extends out a single molecule, how very sharp
Yeah.
it is. Something. Presumably I'm assuming that's what mono wire means.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
think it's
basically
that
a
it
system.
extends out. I think it's as wide as a single molecule.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It extends out as a single molecule. You just have
Your
to rub
sensors are
against
not
someone.
pulling back anything.
Okay. I'm just gonna boost to then move up to here then.
Behold my secret technique. Psh, what happened? My weapon extended. Can't you see? One molecule.
Man, it'd be so freaking BM if specters could teleport like operators could. But they can't.
Alright, now
All right. Let's see.
Wait, so you just failed that check to try to find them?
Oh,
Yeah, 7?
it may have failed, or there was nothing there.
Oh yeah. Blackbeard computer bad.
I mean, the Blackbeard computer's fine. Just Nylon's
systems,
bad
not so much.
training and systems.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
your systems.
Yeah, it's just there's no plus to that. This is because we put shit into hollow agility.
How
Yeah.
do you viz? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how the Phantom works because it's kind of weird.
No worries.
Why ain't gonna be working after this fight?
Alright. As the Phantom is going to appear and, in this case, literally just teleport through the wall to stab at you, Theo. As its bleed activates. And these guys don't need anything special, but friggin' heck, that was a terrible roll. That was a 2.
Woo! Still hits.
No,
You
it
take
doesn't
40
hit Theo.
damage, Theo.
I mean, it would deal freaking 10, but 10 AP too, so it would freaking knock a thing off of Theo.
An idea.
But nothing else. I don't know, she should have done it differently. That's okay.
Is that somebody in gun range?
She is for a moment anyway.
Bastard. Yeah, I figured.
It would
She's going to then port back through the wall. So, Theo, if you'd like, you can shoot at her. But she is going to
fuck
port
it.
away.
Beep boop.
Oh,
Well,
wait, did
she's
that
actually-
provoke?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then her particular type of teleportation provokes, because she's not really teleporting.
Take that.
That's a hit.
in that case, I'm actually also going to shoot at her. Dumb bitch.
Okay.
Take that,
No armor.
Hogging.
bitch. Pretty sure I've
Well,
used my Mjolnir because that isn't loading, but you know, hindsight's 20/20.
Alright.
It's a damager as a clock anyway, so
Mm-hmm. I mean, you also have to reload your bolt throw at some point, right?
yeah, that's the big one.
She takes some damage, but
Yeah,
she's
20
still
damage down the drain. Feels bad. Although, granted, better than the alternative. So.
Better than the alternative.
getting to
Yeah.
see what happens when you shoot a freaking 50 with
It wouldn't be the first time one of my weapon I've lost control and I
Fucking
ended
kaboom
up
someone.
structuring
Vagabonds.
a friendly mech. Maybe the first time wasn't because of an NHP though.
Alright, Koi. It is your turn. They've
All
done
right.
their thing.
Do a little one here. Here. And wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll try to do a search in this direction.
Alright.
There's a bombard out there who just wishes they could see this.
Yep.
There's a bombard out there who can see this.
Yeah, there's a bombard out here down this hallway. We're all dead. Goodbye.
We've decided to group up against the specters. Oh, you've made a poor decision.
That'd be a mean fight, man.
It would. Honestly, just anything with specters is already a mean fight. so
Yeah.
They're just so freaking BM.
It's because like there's not a lot you can do about them. The counterplay is like, all right, I really hope we find and kill them. I guess.
Alright.
I mean-
Unfortunately, nothing comes back on you, Ping.
Actually, I guess the other counterplay is just accept that you're gonna take the damage and rush the objective. But that's not a great counterplay.
Yeah. Well, it's
Joke's
either
on you, I
bring
already
things
do
that
that.
beat invisibility, which are fairly rare, or just bomb the area over and over again and hope you get lucky.
And we don't have any AoE, I don't think.
Nah, you don't have very much at all.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Yep. Things move.
It's either have a swallowtail
Wait, I
or
guess-
have
I guess
AoE,
that
and we
action?
have neither.
Or a quick action?
Hmm?
No, I was just wondering if Quay still had a quick action or not. Thought you did anyways.
I mean, you
Oh.
did spend a scan. You did spend one of them scanning, but I don't think you.
Yeah,
boosted
I guess
the
I
situation.
could have boosted, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Aw, no predatory logic back. Sad.
I'm running out of useful weapons, lady.
All right. By the way, Theo, you take 4 heat. As the witch has had her turn. All right.
I thought it was.
It's at the start of the witch's next turn, not yours.
I see.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, and she's gone a second time.
yes.
It does sort of mean
Yes,
you can.
the anti-cooling system is the elite in this fight.
You can't get ahead of it though if you just kill the witch fast enough.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a little hard until you figure out the trick to this layout.
Yeah.
Because there is a trick. All right. Yeah, let's start with another special system. It is going to go ahead and hit. Yeah, it'll go ahead and target the way she goes with this.
Okay.
A blind attack. That freaking I was in private GM. It hit for 20.
Okay. So what are the effects?
Here I can actually just post it up. There you go.
Okay, and this time it hit for 21.
Yeah, it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, you're blind. You
Okay.
can only see next to you. This, by the way, does include allies. You can only see next to you.
Uh-huh. Until the end of my next turn. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think that it's just going to keep the teardown going, but it's going to move the targeting reticule, and going to go ahead and throw it at Nylon this time.
Oh no.
And I believe that is not quite enough. No, it is.
No, it is.
The defense is terrible. So you take 1 heat with a promise of 4 more in a moment.
Probably some stress in a moment.
All right, round 2.
So I
Who
do
is going
have a
first?
funny ability if we wanted to like stay close to each other.
Yeah.
Is it a
What's that?
giant cargo walker?
No, that's
Okay.
another
Oh, thank
funny
God.
ability, but I have. Oh, you can't see it.
What's it do?
And heck, Theo, all of your abilities refuse to come up.
Yeah.
Where are you? Let me copy, paste.
Oh wait, there's no camera zooms to Theo and text box scrolls. Sad.
No.
I think I shut that off.
Just-
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
So we're just immune to tick attacks?
As long as you're within burst 2 of me.
That would
Till
be
the start of
nice.
your next turn.
Until the start of your next turn?
So
Yeah.
it'll save
Okay.
you from the witch this turn, unless you move away from him.
Yeah. So I could like move up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
As a
either...
note, Nylon, that won't save you from the witch, because it does explicitly state that the things are not cleared.
Some conditions in effect caused by second actions are not
Yeah.
clear, but characters will immunity to them.
They can be
Which heat
saved against
can you
normally.
take?
That is freaking a weird phrasing.
But
But you can't
does it?
save against it, though. It's just something that happens.
Well, it does also state that like even if the condition isn't cleared, I still have immunity as long as I'm in it. So if I leave it, it will affect me. But if I stay and if I'm
Yeah.
within it,
So as long as as long as you're still there before within burst 2 of Theo. Which there you go.
I mean, I'm very down for that. I don't know how down for that you guys are, but personally, quite down.
Yeah, I mean,
Basically the whiteout drone.
yeah, it's a good
Or blackout drone, whatever it is from
and it's not like a limited resource, right? You're just activating it and getting 1 heat using the full action.
It is my full
It's a
action, so
it is a
all
full
I
action.
could do is throw it down and then
move.
Okay. But ultimately at this point, like our actions aren't doing much because we haven't found the enemy yet. Like the only thing else that we'd want you to do is like to search, I guess, but like
I
I
have
think
a
this
stupid
is
idea.
useful.
I hate to tell you,
What's
but
up?
yeah, you'd have to search or do that.
Well, something about
Yeah,
this place
that's
is
what I mean. Like to not do this, but that's the only other
Mm,
thing that would be against this.
Luther's place apparently has a gimmick, right? Someone did just move through a wall, and I remember that being a phantom ability, but that might just be my memory fucking with me.
So we should just try to walk through this wall.
I mean, it's kind of weirdly shaped. To be fair, I might just be misremembering, because I think we fought one before, but I don't remember much about them.
I've not
Yeah.
fought them before. This is
But
the first time.
also,
Ah.
we kind of are a demolition squad, and if there are walls in the way, I don't think they're actually walls in the way. It's fake.
True. Hey, how much health do these walls look like they have?
They look like freaking walls.
Alright. That sounds like less than 30 AP.
Yes. I mean, you're going to find very few walls that have less than more
If
than
if
30
if
health.
the entire printer had 30 health, surely this wall doesn't have more than 30 health.
But if I do
mean, if
that,
you're
that'll
shooting
take
through like a
turn.
ship bulkhead, it'll have probably more than 30 health. But that's more because you really don't want to blast through a ship bulkhead.
Also, rather than 30, it'd probably be 10 AP because I should probably throw it instead of place it, wait a turn, and then set it off.
You can drag grappled people with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I could
as long
grapple
as
you
you're
and
a bit out
drag
of
me
the
with
way.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to just do that?
That sounds like a plan.
Instead of moving, yeah,
Little backpack.
big brain.
Yeah, alright. I'm just
You know,
gonna do
drag him
that.
around.
I'm going to become someone's backpack. Hopefully attack or distraction.
Fortunately, you can't become a backpack because you're not a goblin, but you can at least be the
Yeah.
freaking like anti magic generator.
Now I could overcharge and core myself right off the bat.
Don't core
Yeah,
yourself
you can't
instantly.
save yourself with the freaking anti-tech attack with that.
Oh, I guess that is a question. From our rest, did our overcharge reset?
No,
Okay.
remember
No.
only full rest
Yeah.
or full repair. Normal rest, no.
Gotcha.
That's a patch job territory, not a we're putting everything back to factory settings.
Well, just for interest's sake, how do you guys feel about my idea of literally just walking over here, hucking a fucking grenade at this wall, and hopefully just punching straight through it?
That sounds like a plan. Yeah.
I mean,
Sounds
or
like
I
a
could just
plan.
walk
I
up to it
did-
and see if I could go.
I think I did like. Oh, I'm going and casting a spell, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that has happened, right?
So
I
50
think
is
so.
going and doing the no blind.
Yes.
Is 50 moving or is 50 going to just not do anything else?
I think I'm just staying there, right?
I feel like you should probably move towards the wall we want to break so that we can at least walk through the wall a little bit if we want to stay within.
Like that, or like.
Well, yeah, that's as far as you can go while keeping everyone inside.
Yeah,
Still.
we're keeping everyone inside, yeah. But that gives us 1 extra hex to move inside the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all still adjacent to him, yeah.
All right. I should probably. No, I don't need to do that yet. All right. Stuff happens. Or you can see it anyway. All right. Yeah, it's not tech action. Okay. Reactor shielding is going to move. And she does kind of still appear to be that weird kind of intangible nothingness. She's going to hang out there. And Theo, could you please make an engineering save as she walks straight through your mech?
Engineering. Roll. 15.
Yep, you're good.
Her walk through straight through your mech does put a bit of a damper on my idea, but I didn't
She
bring
just
these
walk
fucking.
right out of the wall, too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, she attempts to like overload your mech systems through whatever freaking techno magic she's currently using. Of I'm walking through your mech and therefore freaking physics stops working temporarily. But thankfully you're able to dampen that down and it works out fine. She does, however, still show up as a viable target to your computer systems, but not to your targeting systems. Like, your targeting systems are looking at her mech and going, I don't know, boss. That doesn't seem to actually exist. But your computer systems are like, yeah, no, I can shoot at that.
They would be if they weren't in a snowblind.
Yeah. Like I guess, yeah, your targeting systems are looking at her and going, I have no idea what to do with that. You appear to be wanting me to shoot at nothing. Please help. All right, who is up after 50?
I'm gonna keep it real. I really want to blow a hole through this.
Well, if we want to try that, why don't we just let me go, and then I can just try to walk there. And if I can, then we can go with that plan. If I can't, then we'll just fuck off and keep going this way.
Well, but we can blow holes in the walls.
Yeah, but
Oh.
if it is an actual wall, I still have
Yeah,
explosives that
and
punch
I
through
can
it.
also just like I can also just ram the wall.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
And worst comes to worst, I throw a grenade at a wall, it goes through the wall, and the grenade will then hit something on the other side, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now, because like I was just imagining it as like a sort of illusory wall type situation, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
if it's an
it
actual
could be
wall
an
that we need to
illusory
blow
wall.
up,
Yeah.
then
Alright, I'm done with pay and go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate.
All right. Good line activates.
Yeah, I'll pop the hatch at this point.
All right.
Take the attack opportunity.
From her?
I assume she's going to be attacking me.
Nope.
So, oh,
At least she doesn't. She decides not to at any rate.
all right. I'm then going to fastball special a breaching charge into this wall.
All right. Go ahead and roll a system save.
A system save.
Yeah.
We're going to retry that.
All right.
Please!
Yep. Your systems has a minor error. It loses track of your explosive, and you just lose connection to it. As far as your system is concerned, that explosive no longer exists.
Okay.
It gets very confused.
Well then. I guess there's only one thing to do after that.
Your eyes, on the other hand, by the way, just see it go freaking straight through the wall. Your systems are looking at you and going, I don't know what to do about that, boss.
It's probably really helpful that I want to have like the outside view of seeing it sail through and then hearing my mech go, what happened? I don't get it.
Reed basically looks at you and goes, I have no idea what just happened. Living Dead. I threw it, it didn't hit the wall, it just ceased existing as far as I can tell.
Yeah, no, don't worry, I understand. Since I move 3, I'm not to boost. And I'm going to try and move through the wall.
Alright.
Does this work how I assume it's going to work, in that I am now here?
Yes.
Nice.
On your way back, by the way. One, and let's see.
Yeah, both is it.
Yep, you don't take the additional damage because you are still next to Vagabond for both attacks.
Not AP or anything?
Nope, just the 5 damage for each.
Alright, so that will knock the overshield and then under the health.
And these guys are no longer hidden because they did attack, but they are still invisible.
Alright.
I guess to you, they're still freaking hidden and invisible because you literally can't see through back to the wall. But
yeah.
Yeah.
And
You can see one of, well, you can barely see it, but that little lip over there at the very, very edge of your vision, this thing is one of the reactors.
All right.
And there's some very surprised-looking gun drones.
They see a fucking grenade sail through.
As their activation systems go, boss, what happened? A man enemy mech just walked through a wall, is what they look like they're freaking doing. Their computers are not handling this well.
I think I actually have slightly more movement. Because 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll try and stay inside of this. So I can get better view on that.
Yep.
And I will then...
Wait, it does come back into your sensor rating that there is now a mine that's just laying over, like, here somewhere.
I didn't throw a grenade, so I think there's just a hole in the floor somewhere.
Well, hole. It's just a blast mark. This floor is a little tougher than that, unfortunately.
That's fair.
But yeah, the grenade's just laying on the floor.
And I will. I'll use field repair. Give myself some overshield, and then end my turn.
All right.
Back to scrambling over my mech like a fucking maniac.
Yep. Defense drones are going to activate, and they're going to shoot at you.
Wait, at me? Oh no.
You're the only target they can see.
Yeah. But before they shoot the mech.
Oh yeah, they're
It's got
shooting
more
at
health.
you. They
Yeah.
don't care about you as the person.
Good start.
They would miss anyway because they are RPVs. Same thing. They're defense drones. So
Yep.
they're RPV boys. They're just spraying and praying, and they're very bad at both. Yep. Lots of
Nice.
bullets, but nothing actually sticks.
Actually, I just realized I did not force a save or make an attack. So I reload. Nothing I can really shoot. Because these guys are hit into me, and these guys were out of range, but...
Yep.
Wait, no, this guy actually wasn't. Can I take that shot real fast?
Yeah, you can take that shot.
I fucking hate that I can't roll it on the sheet. Every time I forget. That's 4
Does
damage.
it just glitch out?
It says the weapon doesn't exist.
Fun.
Actually, Immort says that you couldn't find a weapon with that ID.
Yeah. Yeah. The defense drone is still alive.
Those things have like fair amount of health. They have like 10 or something.
Yeah,
I think they
somewhere
might have
around
slightly
there.
more.
They're not terrible.
Mhm.
All right. Well, seeing as you've now figured out the trick, this guy is going to go back into hidden, which I guess I can just do that way. And then give you a surprise stab that I'm pretty sure misses.
No, that hits. I've only got 8.
Oh, yeah. So that actually deals 10 then.
Alright. See, this is why I overshielded. So 10 becomes 9, which becomes 7.
And these guys have the freaking, if we deal crits, we deal extra damage, but they have not been able to quite get there.
Didn't they just crit me last turn?
Did they?
Yeah, in the Overwatch.
Yeah, mono
Oh,
wire.
I forgot about that. Well, take an additional 3 damage from that guy. Because they do actually get that. Yeah,
And
it's
once
not
again, I take more damage from my big fucking mouth. But at least I'm honest.
Yep. It's alright. He's probably gonna freaking about to get bodied this turn. So.
Heather, I want this man sent to hell!
I mean, he's still invisible. It's only 50% ahead of him.
Yeah, but if you do hit him,
Yeah.
that's it.
Only a 50% chance, but do you see how many guns end of your line has?
Yeah.
True.
You only have to make that 50 only a couple of times before that poor mech gets obliterated.
It might be a 50-50, but I've got 5 shots.
Yep. Alright, Tether or Vagabond? Which of you is next?
Is this person invisible, or are they
No.
just chilling there?
They seem to be, like, weird, and your targeting computer seems to be having issues with them, but they are still just there.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, your hacking systems are currently inoperable because of Theo.
Yeah.
And he is currently going, hey guys, listen to me! And your systems have just gone, no. Frick off, we're not listening. We're quiet.
Yeah, I was just thinking if, like, while she's here, we should beat the crap out of her as we can, or if we should go back up Living Dead.
A question regarding invisibility. How does it interact with reliable again?
It counts as a miss, so you do still technically tag them.
Okay.
I could kill this guy on the reliable alone, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, my reliable is 3 as well, so at least
If you fired literally everything, I think he'd be a little bit short.
Damn.
They're not quite that weak, but they are pretty weak.
Okay, imagine if I could,
one
though. That'd be
actually
hilarious.
connection, like one connection, I think, plus all the reliable would kill them.
I mean, if I can just connect with a bolt thrower, I'm pretty sure they're dead. As long as I get a good roll.
Kill them.
God, I love that thing.
Is it Tether or Vagabond?
Uh,
So sad you freaking didn't have that. Didn't fail that save, Theo.
I am not the greatest with reliable
It would have
attacks. Like,
dealt
I'm more
just enough.
better if I can just have my one attack do very well. But you know, there's a chance my only attack fails, then I'm just completely wasted my turn. So I think it's better for you.
if I want to use both my
funny that-
reliables though, I can't backpack Theo, which kind of sucks.
I can backpack Theo.
Okay. Well,
This
seeing
is
that,
the dumbest shit.
seeing that happen, I'm gonna attempt to try to walk through this wall here if I can.
Yeah, you can just walk through the wall.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah, the only
I was-
reason that end of your line was having issues was end of your line attempted to attack the wall and the wall doesn't exist, but the computer like looks at it and goes, "But there is a wall. How does it not exist?"
Mm-hmm.
They're,
I
they're,
was just wondering if it was
they're
only this side of the wall that was
holograms
visible.
in. Yeah, they're holograms in the same sense. Yeah, all of the walls in this room are invisible.
Okay.
Are invisible.
or-
all of the walls, at
or-
least in this
or fake.
particular area, are fake.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There are walls that might be real, but you'll find out when you walk into them.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to aim at the funny guy above me that isn't end of your line.
Yeah, I kind of figured you weren't going to all of a sudden execute end of your line.
If
Yeah.
you try and execute me, I will damage race you.
Well, I did say funny guy, and Peyton is pretty funny, so
That's
you know.
that's
Yeah, I
well,
felt
because we
like
mean by
clarifying.
funny.
So, what are you swinging?
Hi.
Well, I mean, what weapon? I mean.
Sorry. Nanocarbon. Sword.
All right, big sword. High is what you're looking for.
Yep.
High is what you get. Do still have the connection up.
What are you swinging high? Yeah, we all hope for that.
Oh.
What are you actually doing though?
A 13 is enough. Their evasion is not that high.
Bet.
However, he is still alive.
WTF?
You're probably 1 damage off.
Yeah. Luckily enough, I'd like to swing high again with my chain axe.
All right.
Prap,
Does
prap,
it
prap.
It has reliable. I'm not even going to bother. He's dead.
Wait.
Okay.
Can you purely for the sake of Blade Master die? Because I think that's a hit for Blade Master die to count.
All right. I can.
Okay.
You do not gain the Blade Master die, but you kill it anyway.
All right.
You miss, and then you look at your axe, and you just see a bunch of metal parts ground in it, and you go, "What?"
Well, I mean, he ceases to be invisible once you freaking hack him and come apart. Like, you miss, but you're just so ferocious in that particular square that there's just nowhere to dodge.
Hmm.
The axe just fills that area and just crunch. You don't get an action anymore.
I think that's my turn.
Or he is still just part of the thing. He doesn't pour it out or anything.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Mostly for Payton's sake, you can pick up the sword.
Yes.
I don't know why you'd want to, because it's not actually that amazing a weapon, but no, it's a good melee weapon.
I mean, unless we get a short rest after this, then I don't have much chance to pick up the
you
sword.
won't. Yeah, you probably won't have a chance. You guys. Are
And
I'll
if you're-
come through after we've won the fight with the big boss, and I'll get the sword.
Just like keep note of this for later.
Yeah. Lesson train. Write that down. Make a note.
This guy is going to go ahead and... I always forget these guys actually have a lot longer range than I assume. So this guy's actually going to go ahead and just whip at you 50. Oh, well, that's nice. I don't think... Is that only when... No, it's only while hidden, so... Nope, he doesn't get the special thing.
No,
So 50
or-
only take
or-
the 5.
Well, not the hunt. Extra crit damage. I don't know if that's hunt.
Yeah, he only gets it on when he's invisible. That's part of the weakness analyzer, not hunt.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He is then going to prowl away. That's fine. All right, and tether. Or tether, vagabond.
Huh?
I clicked.
But
on
I'll
the
go
wrong
again.
order. Yeah, no, vagabond. Gets it right now.
Wait.
Are you
should I
gonna
just
punch
try
the
to-
funny purple mech?
Okay, that's not what I wanted to do.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I just had my thing on the tool to make the circle by accident. Yeah,
No problem.
because I was deselecting my character. But yeah, I think I'll just walk up and see about beating up this purple mech for now. All right, let's see. 1, 2, here. Oh, now I can see you because and I'll try to. Oh, if I'm gonna backpack Theo, I need to like.
Yeah, you do have actions that you're going to need to make if you want to backpack Theo.
Is it
Yeah,
just your grapple or is it?
Yeah, just my grapple, but I think
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like at this point, wait, I'm the last one, right?
Yes.
You are indeed.
Yeah, so we actually don't want to move Theo by this time because I'd just be moving him away from everyone else. So actually,
I mean, you can move him
to like here.
in this direction.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I just mean I prefer to use both my actions on this purple mech instead of doing that.
Uh-huh. Well, don't fucking miss.
I'm just gonna try to ram and grapple that rather than the old
Main punch.
yeah.
All right. Which are you
okay,
doing first? Grapple,
so-
ram?
Which one is better first? Actually, I think it's the same. So I'll do a ram first.
Yeah, as long as you have hold and lock, it is the same.
Yeah, if you have the right things. All right. You attempt to ram her and you miss.
Oh yeah, and I miss.
Yep.
Okay.
She doesn't exist currently.
I don't need-
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I should be more clear. You try and freaking punch her, and she just doesn't exist where you're punching. It's like punching freaking, well, the air.
Yes.
Okay. So at this point, I feel like I should just grapple Theo and then fuck off.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I
I'll
have
use,
learned that I can't harm you. I have changed my mind.
Okay, I'll use my other action to grapple 50.
Yep.
Wait,
I mean,
so I'm-
you don't need to roll to grapple
Yeah.
50.
So I
50 is not
move
resisting. I guess roll, get a 5. That's what you need. 50 is not resisting, so you do still have to
Okay.
hit.
Oh my fucking.
Really?
Oh my god.
Remember when I said don't miss?
You have successfully missed. Not once, but twice, in fact.
All right.
So
Then,
yeah, you attempt to freaking manhandle 50, and 50's mech is just not being grabbed.
Okay, I'll just walk up here and call it a day.
Right. I mean, yeah, thankfully it doesn't matter. 50's AoE is still doing things. All right. Well, I mean, at least it gets a chance to recharge its abilities. Why 6? Predatory logic's only 5.
Yeah, I did
Blinds,
say
I
5
think.
earlier.
That's very odd. I'm gonna just take the 1 and see. Okay, doesn't matter.
Oh, thank fucking God.
However, it does get a second turn, and it's not going to do anything because it literally can't. I guess I can bolster someone. Yeah, sure. It'll bolster one of the enemies nearby.
Oh, how long have we had the ability to just completely ignore tech actions? Is this a new thing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not actually that new. I've had it for a while.
Oh my. It's fucking hilarious.
Blind is back online. Predatory logic is not.
Whew. I'd rather Predatory Logic not be back online because my gun is.
Yeah. It is online.
It's
so-
gonna
Throw it too!
However, it is once again not going to do anything. It's waiting for your thing. I guess it'll ready in action, is what it'll do. But otherwise, I mean, you guys have no idea where they are, so.
how does
Because-
ready actions work on Lancer again?
You get to ready one quick action to do something once another action happens.
Okay.
And by the way, for the sake of you, Tether, it does attempt to overheat your systems, but because you're in the field, your systems go, what? They're not connected to the witch, so.
Your sisters go, what hack?
Alright. Who's up first?
I think this might literally just be a test unit goes and does the exact same thing again.
I mean, we can delay test units thing, and I can like I
True,
can
actually.
grapple him and move him. Yeah.
Forgot that was until the end of the turn. Yeah, just fucking harpoon them and drag them around. This is the most ghetto shit.
It is until the start. is when the ends, not the end. I just want to check
Yeah.
it, but it's at the
Yeah.
start of Theo's turn it ends.
Yeah.
And I hate to tell you, Theo, I'm sure you can guess what that freaking anti-cooling system is readied. Might have
Well.
something to do with when all of a sudden your systems all come back online. Because that ain't a protocol. So
Isn't it wasn't the quick action is after a specific action is taken?
yeah.
So could my first action just be to reiterate the thing?
Well, her quick action is when the shield goes offline, I attack.
I see. It's not like literally an action. It's just.
No. It's just when something happens.
When
Yeah.
a condition is met. Yeah.
And that condition is I can target someone. Because currently she cannot target anyone. So, I mean, she does have a target in particular, but
Yeah.
like I know what she's going to do. It's not just she gets to pick when her turn happens. So,
Like it's predetermined, pre-declared, yada yada.
Well, if you want to just start dragging me around, I can just take my turn last, and then she won't get to do her thing until
Sure, yeah.
much later.
I think that's probably the way to do it.
Okay. Wait, one
If you
sec.
can backpack him, fucking might as well.
so who is going then?
Heather?
As a reminder, it is turn 3, so time.
This is very inopportune, for I am being called by my parents at this exact moment.
Okay.
great. I
Well,
guess
wait.
does Living Dead or
Because I could just, fuck it. I'm willing to take tech attacks because I have high defense and just walk up to this thing and try to nail it.
I mean, too fair. You could also just scan it because if we got lucky somehow and chose the one the right one the first time, then we can just fucking end this combat here. It's unlikely, granted.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Okay.
you still do have to make the tech action to take it over, which does require a check. So
Yeah.
it's not
Okay.
just, hey, we found it, it's ours now. No,
Yeah.
there is a little more to it than that.
I mean,
But I
I'm
mean, you figuring out that it is the correct one is still big, though.
yeah.
Or I can just,
mean,
blow it the fuck up.
I'm down
if
to
it isn't.
walk up, one action, scan it, and the next action, I can. If it is it, then I take a tech action to do it. If not, then I'll just like punch one of these guys or something.
But you didn't have to walk all the way up. I think
Yeah.
you literally just need to get out of
Just
the
in-
funny
in-
zone
In
where
sensor,
nothing
and then
works.
Get in
Well,
sensor
keep in
range.
mind, Vagabond does have
Yeah,
a very
sensor range,
short
true.
tech range. Yeah,
What's your tech range? 5?
5.
it's same as Tethers.
That's not terrible. It's not, well, that's not terrible, I say. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Just for the sake of it, use the bubble. If you can see it, then you can hack it.
Okay, so I'll activate then.
Yeah,
That
works for me.
sounds like right. No
Okay.
one else is.
All right, let's do it. So let's see. Wait, crap, my vision keeps going down when I like just try to measure on myself. So I'm like getting confused about how far I need to go. Okay, let's just do this. So if I walk up to here, that should be in range. Okay.
Yeah, you just need to make it to the shell. You don't need to make it to the middle.
Okay, so that's 4.
You are engaged, so you are going to need to boost to continue movement.
Yeah, but
'Cause these guys are big enough
Yeah.
to give you that.
Yeah, that's fine. But I just wanted to be here anyway. So is this where this is in range, right? Because it's like within the shell.
range.
Okay, so
Yeah, as
then
I
I'll
said,
make
You
a.
don't need to be at the yellow thing.
Then I'll try to do a scan, and is that just a grit?
It's
Thing?
just a thing
Or
that
a
happens.
nothing?
You don't need
Okay,
to roll a
then I'll
check,
just
I'm pretty
scan it.
sure.
Yeah.
Scans are free.
Yes, I can check to see if that's how friggin' that works, but I'm pretty sure. If it's not, that's how I'm doing it. You do a check, or you don't do a check. You just
Yeah, scans are
action
entirely
and
free.
things happen. Yeah,
You
but
ask the
just-
GM
I
for
wanna make
one of the
sure
following pieces of
for-
information.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's for the purposes of recon. Is the thing.
Fair enough.
The end of the 6th round. Yeah, but we're not doing that. 4 CZs, typically 4 spaces on the side. You take a full action to determine whether or not it's a true CZ. I am going to stick with that.
Okay, full action then.
In this case, I am going to say you got to be close enough to it. So next to it is the main thing. Or I guess within 4, or within 4.
Okay, then can I change like
within this burst?
Okay, then can I like change my turn if that's
Yes,
different
you can
than
change
how
your
I
turn. Because
originally thought?
I was changing my
Okay.
mind on the fly. So yes,
Okay.
I will allow you to change your turn so you don't get engaged.
All right, cool.
Because that I didn't know if that was how, because I forgot how
Yeah.
code works.
Sure. So then in this case, I'll do the I'm gonna take the long way around, and luckily it's actually still within. Wait, 1, 2. Oh, it's actually I'll need to boost.
Which means you can't check it this turn.
Can you
Okay.
overcharge?
Yeah, if you overcharge, you can do it. You should still have the overcharge. Hey, you've never used overcharge as far as your sheet says, so you should be fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll do that. Okay. I'll start off with an overcharge for a boost.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 7.
You have 6
And-
speed.
Yeah,
Fast.
but it was unfortunately
Yeah,
7.
7.
So
Mhm.
okay, and then now I'll take
Yep,
my
full
full
tech.
action.
It's not anything you need to do for rolling purposes. You
Okay.
know this is the main core.
Okay,
Oh,
sweet.
shit.
Okay. You guys got lucky.
And that should be my turn.
I did just randomly roll, and because it wasn't. Although in this case, I probably could have put it at any of them, and it would have.
Yeah, I imagine that's
You know,
what the random roll
It's
was.
about time we finally got lucky with a recon.
You know this is the thing. However, you cannot currently hack it, of course.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Well,
Wait, so question: are we hacking or are we destroying?
Let's hack it. Because we just need to hack because we know it's the main one,
Great.
so we
hey,
just need to hack.
50. Seeing as you're the only one on that side of the wall, you see her solidify.
Oh, what's up?
Freaking heck, she misses again, I think. Yep. Very sad.
50's juking and jiving.
Yeah. And that's like a pretty good attack too. Like she doesn't have a massive massive negative. That's a +2 and a.
Yeah, so
Accurate.
net +1. Yeah.
You just been rolling like junk.
Oh, it's an accuracy. You know how this? Yeah, it's fucking +3. Yay.
I do have soft cover if that matters.
Melee weapons don't care.
You,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melee weapons look at soft cover and go, lol, what? However, she is not going to move away. She is going to keep you there.
oh.
Oh, at least she's hoping to keep you there.
So what do you have to do
She
to
technically didn't
take control of that?
So. Her attack is still charged.
Good.
Her sword. Her
Sword.
sword does nasty things when she hits you.
Yeah, you can see.
Well, the Phantom has... That's their kind of whole thing, is they kind of click back and forth between and, like, assassin attack, effectively. However, I think that's all she's doing, because she can't hack, so... Yeah, because it's protocol, so she can't do Ghost in the Shell. Very sad.
What does it take to take control of the reactor at this point?
It is a tech attack. As I said, with a higher than average. You need more than a 10.
I mean, I could go for it.
Not
I'm
more than a
within
10 in
range.
that the DC is 10. Is that the DC is higher than 10, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I can go for it, and if I fail, I will literally just cross back over to the other side and blast that bitch in the face.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
seems
Down.
good.
You do still need to get into the area to hack it, just so you
Oh,
know.
true.
Okay.
Is it full action hack it?
Yes, it is. I'm just gonna stick with the... I know that you don't technically control zones when you're freaking doing control zone nonsense,
Yeah.
which is weird, but in this case, I am going to say that it makes more sense that it takes a full action. You are fighting the NHP for it, so.
Well, in that case, I'm actually pretty bad at that, so I'm instead going to do something I'm very good at, if I can activate.
Blasted.
Yeah,
Kaboomy.
damage race. Yeah, so I'm going to go
I mean,
and
I ain't
activate.
stopping you from Kaboomy.
Alright.
Oh, high explosives are already loaded. Roll-in chambers loaded.
Yep.
Cross back over to this side.
Alright, as you move away,
I get hit
front
again.
sword. No, not difficulty, and an accuracy.
That is.
Just enough, but it doesn't. It's a crit, and of course you're still next to someone, so.
Yeah.
Nothing special. You just take 5.
I should have overshielded before I moved, but whatever. Counting them all. And now, time for the mag dump! So we're gonna shoot this lady.
Mm-hmm.
With a bolt thrower. And hopefully, we'll even hit. Any negatives?
No. She doesn't have anything special.
An 11.
That's a hit.
She takes an additional d6 because I reloaded. And she has to make a hull save or be knocked prone.
It's not something she's particularly good at.
Eh?
That's still enough to be good.
Yes.
Unless you have
12.
something special, yeah.
Nope.
But you did still deal a bunch of damage. 16 is very painful. Unsurprisingly, a teleporting mech is not really made to get shot.
And now come the hand cannons.
Give me just a second to do her health, because stuff happens.
Yep.
Before you shoot her with hand cannons. Let's see, does she just immediately die? Nope. However, after the first shot, she is just going to port out.
Hey, bitch!
Well, fade, whatever you want to call it. She bails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, hard to blame her.
So sad. She had a freaking really nasty ability for that, too.
Never find a
Her
cowpoke in
gameplay's
a damage
nasty.
race.
Just should have not stabbed 50. 50 is too high of an evasion.
Yeah.
All that, and she was freaking rolling a 2 and then a 7. Not a very good roll.
It was a 1 and a 7. The 2 is just the base, right?
Well, 2 for the first stab. She rolled the 2 on the
Oh.
die.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
see
I
it.
should cross back over and continue blasting other shit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait, hear me out. If you
Hearing
end
you.
your turn, adjacent to me, or within 1 hex of 50, I can grapple you both and move you both, and it'll be
I was
very
just
funny.
gonna go back to where I started, which
Okay,
is
yeah,
adjacent to
bet.
you.
Bet.
So move back to. Howdy. I'm back. I'm gonna attempt to shoot him, and I'm going for high. So if you like, just roll both of those real fast.
So
Yeah, that's
one
one.
hit, 1 miss. And
Mm.
1 hit does connect.
All right, now do I have the chance of lighting my mech on fire to fuck it? Just keep shooting.
We have an NHP to fight after this.
He is still alive, as a note.
I'll be fine.
Honestly, it's fucking not terrible, so...
And I'm going to keep shooting him. Once again, going for high.
Alright. And 1 hit, 1 miss. And that is enough. He had a chance to survive, but a very low one.
Cowpoke. And I will then.
That was crushing hit. He's freaking 1. He has no obstruction.
He probably shouldn't be an issue given that we're going to be dragging around the battery. Not the battery, the anti.
Yeah, the snowstorm.
Is snowstorm. So I'm going to give myself more of a shield as my pilot action, and then in my turn.
Let's
The
go.
damage race never stops.
Alright. I think there are, what, 5, I think, with that ability.
Wasn't very likely, but there was the chance that I just let my reactor on fire instantaneously there.
Yeah. Definitely non-zero.
Well,
That's the goal.
specifically, it is I think an 18, roughly, percent chance.
All right, this guy is going to attempt to freaking blast all of you, left or right to left, basically closest to furthest. So,
Mhm.
And Theo, well, you are technically on the other side of the wall. The bullets don't care. Its
Rude.
targeting system does, but the bullets don't. And it's just freaking spraying. So, end of your line. Freaking what? They hit
Yes.
against you.
It's me!
Apparently, we
What do you
finally
look-
connected. Against freaking Tether. Let's see. Do they keep up with the freaking meme? I don't know.
Oh my
It would
god.
seem so.
This guy is
Oh my god,
freaking
he's built different.
massacring. So 4 damage against all 3 of you.
I know this
Yeah.
won't matter for any of us. Actually, maybe I don't think it matters for any of us. Don't they get disadvantage? Or I don't disadvantage.
I mean, it I don't think matters.
No, yeah, I don't think it matters. I was just clarifying. Or does the cone?
Theo,
remove it?
yeah, literally can't miss. You, I don't think
You
literally
can't miss, yeah, because I'm not 10, not all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I was
Well,
just
then go
curious.
to roll
though.
the d6.
It freaking rolled so goddamn
Yeah.
high that
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Mhm.
And then this guy is going to follow up and attempt to just shoot at end of your line.
How much damage is that? 4?
4, but it is ablated by armor, so.
And overshield. So in my case,
My overshield's not been
It
around
has been-
for a long
Apparently,
time.
Peyton, they've decided they don't feel like missing anymore.
You know what? 2 attacks missed me this combat. That's pretty good.
And because of other things, oh, here we'll just add that. More defense drones come online, but they are just coming online.
I'm gonna be honest. My mech's kind of held together by silly string at this point, in terms of my first structure.
Heather or 50?
probably.
Tether.
I assume you still want to be moved then, the pin, right?
Yeah.
Bet. Okay.
I might be fucked up, but that doesn't. If anything, that's a reason to keep moving.
Yeah. I would like to grapple both of my teammates. I assume you want me to roll for the... Yeah.
So I am just saying you gotta hit a 5.
Yep.
They're attempting to dodge. Alright, so that is whichever one.
One and then the
One,
other.
doesn't matter. They both
Yeah.
hit.
Okay.
Right. You have both of them.
I can
So
move
they move with you.
6.
You get harpooned.
Yoink!
And I don't know what to use for these guys being out of ammo. I guess it's too jammed for it. He's kind of jammed.
Is there good, or do you guys want to move further?
That's fine.
All right.
I'm guessing I'm not gonna try and do the. I'm not gonna do another round of the full.
I don't think there's gonna be another round.
Yeah, and because we want to do tech attacks, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
If you're
Yep.
within the area, then yeah, your tech systems are not going to be able to attempt to hack it.
To be fair, though, you can just pop out of it and then pop back in. Well, you can't, but
Yeah, no, 50 will not be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, where am I going exactly?
right here.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the same position that you would be back where you were.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it not? Whatever. That square there that's freaking not colored is also colored. I don't know why it's
No.
glitching out. It's probably just because the fields are having issues. Deciding who's who. All right.
I still have funny action though.
Me?
I think so. Anyways. Wait, let me triple check something. Fuck. This game sucks. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Well, I'll just, funny,
Stab the drone.
stab the drone. I don't have any movement left. If I did, I would love to move in so I can hit them both, because, like, funny backspin cut is cool. Also, why can't I find my thing that I do the thing with? There it is. Patow.
Big sword. Smack. Drone is damaged. Not dead.
Drone is damaged, not dead. I would like to grapple it. Or not, try ram it with, the funny Blade Master dice.
Alright. Oh, you're free grapple. I guess you used that when you did that.
It sucks.
No.
Yeah.
Sad.
Sag, yeah. But yeah, that's my turn then.
All right. Just keeps getting to try its predatory logic. That's, I guess, the one danger is, I guess, just keep rolling. While it can't
Yeah.
actually tech you. All right. Yeah, otherwise it's not going to be able to do anything because it cannot. Well, I guess it does something off screen, but you guys can't actually see what's going on. Otherwise, it's not doing anything. It's doing this.
So question with readied actions, does it have to re-ready it or is it just stay readied?
No, it has to re-ready it.
Okay.
You only can ready until your turn comes back around.
Roll 2 more
However,
times.
it is doing that. And when Theo's turn starts...
I presume so, yeah.
When Theo's turn starts, Theo is going to get tech attacked. And problem is, it can't actually freaking overkill Theo. Very sad.
Well, that depends on how many times I choose to overcharge.
Any
It
overcharge.
does in fact depend
Alright.
on that.
So its ready to action will be a pain transference. A tear down on you, Theo. So you do take 1
And that will put me to
to the max, but not over it.
oh,
With
not
a
over.
bonus of 7 more on your next turn.
Which incidentally I think it has to be, right?
Well, it's its turn, not yours.
Oh,
Remember,
right. It's
tear down is its turn.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gives you
Oh,
a chance
and
to put your shield back up, but putting your shield back up will overkill you anyway. I just realized that it doesn't actually matter. It's you take a whole bunch of heat or you freaking overkill yourself by just putting the shield up to begin with. So
yeah.
the witch gets happy either way. You lose a freaking reactor core anyway.
What's the action to like clear
Stabilize?
your heat? Stabilize?
Yeah. You will not be able to stabilize and freaking put the shield back up at the same time.
I don't think we want the shield back.
I don't really need it as much. As long as somebody, as long as the way she goes, our resident hacker, quote unquote,
Is able to do it in one
doesn't
try.
fuck it up.
Yep. I mean, I'm just looking at the heat and the amount of heat she can put out every turn. So before you guys hack it, she will probably get a chance to at least core 2 of you. Unless, of course, you get rid of your heat.
I'm not super like terrified about being cored once. Or even twice. I mean, well, okay, getting cored
Twice you should probably be worried about, because that's
I'm
when
not
you're
scared about getting cored twice. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute.
Getting cored twice has the opportunity all of a sudden to, my mech can now possibly explode under me.
Yeah, core twice bad.
At least it's not. At least you're not fighting a goblin who can be core twice and then just say, "Hey, you're stuck in your mech now as it's about to explode. Have fun."
That's fucked.
They can lock your freaking thing if they want to. I think it's actually their second tier hacking thing.
I believe you're correct. Yes.
Among other things, they can do other stuff to mess with the pilot themselves, but that's just a freaking particularly nasty fu.
Well, what would you guys like me to do on my turn? I can shield everyone. I could start pushing people around. I could.
I mean,
honestly,
I could.
Are you any good at tech attacks? Or
I'm extremely +0 at tech attacks.
Wait, I'm back. So I think I should just do this. Whatever you're talking about, the hack.
yeah.
No,
We're still going on 50's turn for round 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My power went out or the breaker flipped.
Yeah.
I was wondering who just rejoined. I didn't even hear you.
It
Yeah, I thought
might.
someone came into spec. I'm like, oh.
In case we do in fact fail the thing, it might be worth it to just accept the core or the stress and re-up the thing, and then we just pop in and out for the fucking actual hacking attempts.
Because as it stands, if she hacks end of your line without having the cooling at all, end of your line is going to get cored. Well, get
Right.
stressed and possibly meltdown.
In that
You
case-
Yeah,
are,
I do have
no
free
matter
stress.
what, losing a heat unless you freaking stabilize.
Yeah.
Your
I'm not-
future is pretty much set in stone with one
Your
exception.
future's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I will core myself to create the zone. Do you guys like me
Alright.
to move anywhere in particular?
I mean, you can move
Uh,
after the thing or before the thing, however you wish it, regardless. So.
I think it's fine how it is, more or less.
Yeah, it's
Like
up
the
to
way
you,
she
really.
goes isn't in it, but
I mean,
just
you could
make
probably
sure,
move up
yeah.
just so like the way she goes doesn't get fucking tech attacked.
well, if he moves, he does take or he
Yeah.
could take an opportunity from this guy.
He's also still grappled, so he actually can't.
Yeah, so he actually can't
Oh.
move.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Sorry
My
about that.
move is someone else's. Fair enough. That
You just
is-
left the harpoon in, and 50 like looks at the freaking movement systems, and the movement systems go, "Hey, boss, we're having some problems. We seem to
Boss,
have
unless you want us
harpoon."
to listen, I know you're coring yourself right now, but unless you want your reactor on the ground with a harpoon in it, we ain't moving.
I mean, you could break out, but it would require you to overcharge. So it's just
Roll.
making it worse.
Exposed.
You are exposed.
Uh,
Oh,
wait, you've already been
Aw.
cored once?
He's been exposed.
Have
Oh.
you? Oh, I thought you were at you were at
yeah.
4.
Last fight was a core.
I thought you were 4.
I missed that.
I forget why. It was either me. I think it was me overjudging to do stupid stuff. Judging by the.
Oh
fact
yeah, that was
we
the part where we all got punished on like our risks. Like everyone did something risky and we all got punished for it.
No, I didn't get punished. I was just watching this by the sidelines. I was chilling. I
I'm
learned.
pretty sure I only got an impair, so I don't really feel like I was punished.
Yeah.
You got pretty lucky for that.
Okay, I got punished.
Of course I got lucky.
Yes,
Bad.
you got massively.
Are you kidding
punished.
me?
Also, yeah, I did that thing where I massively underestimated how much damage is incoming, so I just blatantly stood in a terrible position.
hmm
See, that's why I went for a high HP pool, so I can do that and just kind of tank it.
Yeah.
I don't think that freaking works. I'm looking at this ability. Just ignore the roll. I don't think I can just have it. Oh, maybe can I just have it post? Fine, whatever. The way I'm going to read this, because technically the way it's actually phrased, I could just get away with freaking cheese. She can targets the way she goes, because the way she goes is not inside the thing. If she hits the way she goes, by the reading of this, it could just tag every one of you with the same amount of heat the way she goes gets hit by. Because it's not technically
yeah.
targeting you. I'm not going to do that because it doesn't make sense. You're not connected to the way she goes, so you shouldn't be able to be hit by that, is the way I'm going to read that.
Mhm.
Unless you want
Okay.
to take a whole bunch of heat.
I mean, not particularly.
No, I'm good, boss man. I'm fine.
Trade
Yeah,
I
alert.
mean, it
Like,
does say immunity to all tech actions. It doesn't say like you have
Uh,
to target them.
Wait, no, it does
Right.
say effects caused by tech actions. You have immunity to them while in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an effect that's caused by a tech action.
Yeah.
Yeah, hence why I'm not doing it. So, the way she goes, you're just going to get double targeted.
all right.
So there's a heat for you, and she's just going to then hit you with a standard impairing NPC hack as well.
Okay.
Which is also going to do it. So you take 3 total heat this turn, with a promise of 4 more on the witch's next turn.
Okay.
So hot take.
Or 7,
Mhm.
actually, since you're now in
Yeah.
danger zone.
Hot take. We let the funny way she goes go, so that you can
Though I
step
am-
into the
Oh.
funny anti witch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Seems like a good idea.
It should say that. Wait, is this a different effect? Maybe this is not cleared, but you have immunity. Some ability I have like at some point would suspend abilities, not remove them, or not like give you immunity to them. But I guess this is different.
Yeah. This one is like
Right.
if you walk into it and you walk out, you're gonna get hit. But if you walk into it and stay in it, you're chilling.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, there are other abilities that do just suspend it as long as you're in it, but it doesn't keep ticking. It basically just pauses the timer.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I
So
was
once you
thinking.
walk out of it, you get freaking hit regardless. But that is not you. That's a different system. I think that's the Balor system, if I remember correctly.
It also sounds kind of like a lich system. I
Lich
don't know if it
systems freaking are
is.
bizarre, but I know that Lich systems, most of the time, it's not just suspended. It is either removed or you take it.
That's fair.
Because the Lich is all about freaking regenerating and then basically taking things and going, no.
E.
Because the Lich has no health and no freaking heat cap. It dies immediately.
No, it's an amount.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look
Definitely-
at your disability, Theo, in this thing. What is the actual system you're using? Just so I know.
It
No blind.
is TT.7 Snowblind.
Which is part of which mech?
I believe it's the Anise, but let me see. It might be
It's the basil.
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 Yeah, that's the other thing I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the TT.7 Snowblind. Let's see. Till the start of your next turn, obfuscating transmissions. Characters at least partially within the affected area gain immunity to all tech actions and can't make tech actions. Existing conditions and effects caused by tech actions are not cleared, but characters have immunity to them while they are in the area, and they can be saved against normally.
So the timer could take popping the thing, but it wouldn't affect
Yeah.
him because he's immune to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
by the way,
Yep.
in regards to my grapple, I would have had to release at least one of them to swing, anyways, because I would have had both my hands busy.
I mean, don't you technically just freaking run around with harpoons? Like, you're not actually holding them, you're just freaking dragging them around.
Oh yeah,
with
that is true. I
harpoons.
do kind of just have harpoons, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need your
So-
hands.
So
They just happen to be there to hold weapons.
I will say, one option is, I don't think the boss saved a quick action to bop me, so I could just quickly re-up it right now.
Wait, re-up what?
You could.
The shield thing.
I mean, the shield thing is going to
Wait.
just be on until your turn comes back around.
Yeah.
So
You could re-up it right now, but the problem is the way she goes is probably going to be hit by more heat and then start lighting on fire.
yeah. And as a reminder, the way she goes, stress-wise, is not in a good place.
No.
Yeah, I only have 2.
So I think
there's good reason why I freaking heavily suggested that you might not want to just ignore your freaking stress, because if you walked into this fight with 1 stress, you would have instantly exploded.
It's fucking hilarious.
Like, it would have been an instant,
Yeah.
congratulations, you're now melting down. How long would you like to live?
See you never.
Because there's no putting back
then the way
together
she goes
after it's
should
exploding.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
is that what we were discussing? Oh, okay. I zoned out for what we were discussing.
No, I think the way she goes should go. Attempt to
Uh-huh.
hack the thing. Afterwards, get into the funny zone.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
All right. Vagabond activates.
All right. So is it a
It is
full
a
tech
full
attack?
tech action, yes.
Okay, and then is it a tech attack or like a systems
Yes,
check?
it is a tech attack.
Okay. So let's let her rip.
Okay.
There we
Oh
are.
my god.
God damn.
Yep. You now have full control over, well, full control. Might as well be full control over the reactors.
All right.
You
Sweet.
can shut them down or, well, shut all of them down, shut some of them down, shut down specific ones. Whatever you'd like to do.
I think if we just shut all of them down for now, right? And then once we take wrench
Don't-
control back of the ship, we can turn them back on.
Actually, that's not a terrible idea.
Because there's still
Because we
some
do have
resistance
them.
to be met, right? So if it's better for us to take over the rest of the ship just by shutting all the reactors down, and then once
Maybe,
we have
like-
full control of the ship, we can turn them back on.
Maybe make sure the life support reactor doesn't get shut off, because I don't know if Boris and
Yeah.
his crew
I'm going
have,
to tell you, turning off all of the reactors, when you're in space, headed toward a battle, the heading towards does not end.
Yeah,
You are in
funny.
space. You will continue traveling in the direction that you are currently going.
Funny inertia would be like that, huh?
Honestly, it might be a good idea to just give control over to the people who know what they're doing, like Boris. Like,
yeah,
call and be like,
I was about
hey,
to say, can we just hand this to Boris?
Yes, you can hand it over to Boris if you'd like.
Like, hey, we got murdering to do. Deal with this shit.
Yeah, like, you know, my expertise isn't hacking, but it's only in the getting in part. Once I'm in there, normally I just blow it up. So
we just mess around. Yeah, we have some silly gigs, you know.
Silly gigs. we're just silly guys. We're just a couple of goofers. We're like goofing around.
It's a bunch of goon guys. All right. So,
what you do to break into shit, you know?
Yeah. So I'll just shirk the responsibility off to people who know better.
All right.
And,
Boris is going to shut off most of the subsystems. However, you do notice that the NHP system and, of course, all of the systems that are allowing the ship to not just continue to float through space are still online.
Okay.
However, the drones in the area, mostly, of course, the main one, is seemingly offline. So it is victory for you guys.
Woo! Could quickly stabilize before we head into the next fight.
Unfortunately, there's not really time. You can cool off.
Time to stabilize?
I mean, you can stabilize, I suppose, but you don't have time for full repair.
No, I just want to stabilize because I have 1 health.
Yeah.
I guess, yes. Then you can either get rid of your heat or heal. Stabilize rules in this case, then.
I'll heal.
Yeah,
6 heat's a lot, but 1 health is
So, I'm now going to remove the walls and show you what this map actually looks like. Because it's freaking odd looking at it from my angle. Because I, of course, can see where the walls are, because they don't actually exist. I'm just going to get, I don't want to get rid of them. I just want them to be visible, I suppose. I'll just get rid of them. I'll bring it back. Thing. And let's go ahead and give full access to vision. Unrestricted vision range.
Oh, that does look pretty odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so we really did just get lucky, huh?
Yeah, you walked directly to the correct one.
Yeah, no, if you'd freaking wandered around, there were plenty of options. I was wondering how long it was going to take for someone to be like, can they just move through the walls with no issues?
Didn't take long.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we could
just take long.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if we could move through the walls, but if there are walls in our way, I don't know if they're actually in our way, even if they're real. Like, you know? Like, we kind of do have breach charges, siege rams, and, you know.
They're basically all just holograms generated by the witch.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Witchy.
So, this room is actually very empty. She just makes it look a lot less empty. So, yeah, you can either clear heat or heal, and then you're moving on.
Oh, yeah.
And we still have time.
Either clear heat or heal?
Yes. It's not a full rest. You are basically just stabilizing, so.
Wait a minute. But can I also use, what the fuck's it called? A rodeo action?
No.
Damn.
Badge, no.
Alright, get back in my mech.
Is it 1 repair for a half HP?
No, 1 repair.
No, 1 repair for full HP. Yeah. Wait, 1 repair for full repair? Sounds like a steal.
You didn't steal from me, that's for sure.
I got 22 HP back with 1 repair.
Yo.
It's a dub.
I mean, that's how
Shockingly enough, I
works.
actually didn't take any damage that.
Oh wait, do you want me to consume a consumer? Wait, you don't consume a predator event here, right? Okay, bad.
No. You're just.
I'm just chilling. Yeah.
No, you don't need to repair. You just release heat.
Open with the vents a little.
Yep. All right.
Maybe the fact that we didn't break anything here will make the fact that we just completely destroyed most of the printer room. The boards.
Hey, well, better the reactors up than the other way around. The reactors up and the printers blown up than the other way around.
If you guys had just decided, frick it, we're just blowing up all the reactors, then you know. things get very bad for you guys. Because then you just have to hope that fricking whoever picks you up is the friends and not the bad guys.
Well, here's the thing.
Or
If
we
it's the
pick
bad
the
guys,
bad
we have a
guys.
second chance. Round 2.
And if it's the bad
Exactly.
guys, they might, we're on a bad guy ship, so they might think that we're good guys. Thoughts?
I
Yes,
feel
if
your
your
like
ship just shuts off
our
for no
ship
reason.
has any communication devices whatsoever.
So, yep. Now you just need to go deal with the NH.
Easy.
So I'm gonna be spamming that.
Yeah, that's-
device, I guess.
That's a good fucking ability. You should also probably get rid of your exposed.
Nah. I'd like
Okay.
to keep that one.
Alright, we're fucked.
Understandable.
I think that goes
Have a nice
away
day.
when you stabilize.
It does.
So, yeah. On your way to the NHP thing, Boris hasn't quite gotten control of the engines, so the timer is still correct. However, he's been able to slow them down to the point where you guys are just drifting, but he basically added, like, you guys have enough time to go deal with the NHP.
Yeah.
He also lets you know 2 things before you get into the thing. First of all, don't blow up the casket. Don't even damage the casket if you can afford to not. If you blow it up, well, we're out of ship and HP, and well, we get to see what happens when we float around until I get the new one plugged in, as we're drifting into a war zone. Don't. He like actually puts it in freaking letters on your HUDs. Do not blow up NHP. In all
Don't
caps.
fuck with my HUD, Boris.
It's just added to the freaking objectives menu.
Also, I mean, to be fair, we're basically already drifting into a war zone, so not much really changes. And a damaged casket's really nothing to worry about.
You get an extra few exclamation points just added to yours for emphasis.
Well, the good news is I've got my own NHP who can just clear that shit away from me.
So, he also lets you know that
What?
what was the other thing? For the heck, brain. I got distracted from freaking the jokes, and now my brains are forgetting the other thing. Oh, the other thing. Your guys' job is not to blow it up, but you need to shackle it to make sure that it can't just keep doing whatever it likes. Especially because it seems to be suffering some significant problems since stress and whatnot. He also lets you know that based on the cycling information that he was able to dig up in the bridge, they haven't cycled freaking Vossas in a while. Like, based on his type of NHP.
Yeah, that's fine.
His cycling date has been missed, like, twice. So, yeah, he's pretty close to cascading.
So we got a crazy NHP who we can't break.
Yep.
Who wants nothing more than to break us.
So business as usual.
Sounds like a party.
Also, he, like, just pushes everyone else away for a moment. Like, the comm just goes to audio for you guys, and he just looks at you, Living Dead. Do not attach Centurion to the core. I repeat, do not attach Centurion to this core.
You know how much work that would take? I gotta tear all the wires out of my mech.
You
Pull
will
all the
find a
wires into
way,
that
I'm
thing.
sure. Do not do it, or else I will throw you out the airlock.
You can try.
I will find a way to do it. Even if I have to freaking convince Trench that you're out of line. And trust me, that freaking sucks.
That's gonna take a whole lot of convincing on your part. I'll have plenty of time to get out. I've been running for a long time. I got down to a science.
Yep. After that, he kind of re-ups the screen and it goes back to video. All right. Well, good luck. We almost have the bridge here. Got a few friendly faces we can chat with. Also, he just kind of like looks over his shoulder and you hear someone like scream. We have some weird connection or something like that. One of these fools says he knows. Just kind of looks at the, like an actual piece of paper. Rope or something? It wasn't very cooperative. It also doesn't help that Trench keeps frickin' interrogating.
Tell
Anyway.
Trench to stop breaking shit.
Stop breaking
Bones,
prisoners.
mainly.
I can try.
How about you focus your effort from telling me not to do shit to getting him to not do shit?
You're the much easier one to do that with, I hate to tell you. Anyway, good luck. Orbs out. Then the screen just kind of clicks off.
Alright, so I got this. I got this great. So I got this great day for dealing with the NHP.
Your tack net.
So I got this new professional game I'm gonna workshop here. I call it NHP Wars.
Yep, you guys are on the way there. I mean, you actually have time to like kind of just, well, not like sit and repair. You don't quite have that much time, but at least enough time to like pause and come up with a plan. I guess walk slowly and come up with a plan.
You're good at hacking?
I dabble.
Alright. You try and hack it.
Sure.
Get under control. I am a technician of NHPs after a fashion.
All
So,
right. Yes,
but
as
that
I've
also
seen.
requires me to get out of my mech. So if things start going very badly, I will just run up to the casket and see what I can do.
Sounds like a plan.
You two, just do what you're good at.
I
Don't let us get hacked. Look at tether. Break shit. Not the NHP casket, not anything connected to it. Everything else. Things that try and break us.
gotcha.
No, you.
You're not breaking shit. You're fixing shit. Well, you're more of keeping us from dying. Teleporting and all that.
You guys make it to the door that leads apparently to the NHP room. It is a big blast door, but one of you is going to have to either blow it up or frickin' hack it.
Blow it up! Breaching charge!
Yep, you can just tick off a breaching charge. The
That-
door
that's-
does
that's
not
what
have
I'm
30 health. It dies. The door dies.
Man, I had no use for these breaching charges, and then suddenly I had every goddamn use for these breaching
Bro,
charges.
breaching charges are so lit.
I'm so fucking glad I brought these things.
Honestly, terrain destruction kind of based. Theo's mech knows where it's at.
I'm down to 1 breaching charge. However, the good news, I still have 4 webjaw snares.
So, the door explodes, and you guys have that same coolant mist come out. So, very low sensor reading, but you guys can all immediately tell. Like, even freaking your crappy sensors, Tether, can still tell where this freaking NHP is, because it's that much of a freaking presence in the intranet here. This is its room. Its presence is running throughout it. But stepping into the room, you guys see the casket as it kind of unfurls, and the holographic image of Vosus appears, steadily getting worse. As now not only just his weapons are kind of glitching, but like his arm, it's kind of moved up to his arms and his legs, so he's just kind of a floating glitch with a head.
You alright there, buddy?
I am fine, intruders.
You're looking a couple cattle short of a drive.
You will die soon.
The number of cattle is not relevant to this.
The number of cattle is sufficient for this drive. What know you, cattle man? You and your 14-gallon hat.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it doesn't really have like emotions in the same way you guys do, but your system, yours in particular, I guess, Living Dead, since you do have Centurion, who is going over the data, she does just kind of give you a minor, not glitch, but just kind of a minor wave of something that's going through the internet. That effectively, she explains, goes along something along the lines of, "It is afraid. It does not want to die, Living Dead." Curious.
Let's keep it from dying. By the way, I will switch off my comms. For the love of God, do not pull the shit you've been pulling recently here. I fucking beg you.
Yeah, she just kind of looks at you from the, semi-holographic image on one of the screens. She just kind of gives you a smile and nothing else.
Well, that's a good sign.
I should never join this fucking company. turn the shit back on. Backpilot my ass.
Yep. You do see a couple of off turrets, as well as a handful of other kind of those defense drone things, but all of it seems to be offline.
Listen, bud. This doesn't have to end with explosions and destruction.
It just kind of looks at you. And even before freaking Centurion tells you, it doesn't like that response. You can just tell based on the expression of the hologram. You could have said that when you joined my vessel 30 minutes ago.
30 minutes? Damn, time flies.
I'm glad when you're blowing shit up.
You do not seem particularly amenable to the idea of us acquiring this vessel.
You are intruders on an HA vessel. You wouldn't call it HA. He would call it the full name.
Harrison Armories.
Yeah. The Harrison Armories Megacorp. Brain.
Corporo?
Corp.
No, what is Corporo State is what it is.
Yeah, Corporate State.
Corporation State is what I would say. Harrison is a good. It seems to like just glitch temporarily attempting to say that. And you do see it look a little bit concerned and confused as to why it can't basically do the thing that most Harrison Armory freaking everything says. That Harrison is great because, in their opinion, he is. Even though by mostly the rest of the galaxy standards, you could work on it.
Harrison's got a few problems. Namely, war crimes, for the most part.
Based on Union, who has its own, and you just get like a big long list of war crimes.
Yeah.
From Union operatives.
To be fair, we aren't part of Union, so that's not on us. But Harrison is a little bit too self-congratulatory.
It seems like Voss's is just kind of talking with Living Dead. And unless Living Dead is blocking the TACnet, you guys can hear it, the conversation going on. What are the other three of you doing? Because it doesn't seem like it's focused on you, and it seems like most of the weapon systems are off currently.
I'm doing like that little like crab scuttle forward, the like
Are you moving like slowly, or are you like scuttling quickly across the ground?
The like you move like half an inch really fast and then stop.
It's the fucking worst.
So it just makes a freaking the legs just clanging against the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it doesn't seem to be reacting to you guys at the moment, but what are the other two of you doing?
You know what? I'm not even gonna be using my gun this entire battle. I will power down my gun.
Your thermal rifle system is just powered off. Like, I don't need that. But yeah, what are Tether and Vagabond doing?
Considering the NHP is not being extremely hostile at this point in time, just try not to provoke it until something happens. I just try to move forward while I can.
Casually
I mean,
walking.
it's a large circular room with kind of a weird, like, kind of hill-like structure in it. Actually, have any of you guys seen not Code Geass? What is that? Code Lyoko? The like supercomputer in that show?
No.
Let me see if I can't get a picture of it, because that one is actually a good description for how this thing looks.
Oh,
Oh,
shit, that's
oh.
kind of sick. Let me
Yeah,
quickly
did you
Google
find the
it.
picture of it before I
Yeah.
did? Let me see if I can't get a picture for you guys.
And presumably the casket's in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, it's
what
the
exactly do we have to do to get this casket under our control?
shackle.
Yeah. I'm at this
Hopefully this
point.
picture isn't freaking humongous, but we'll see, I suppose.
I'm not even sure whether I'm trying to talk him down or I'm trying to buy time for us to get slightly closer.
Both?
Maybe both.
Or maybe he's just buying time to get slightly closer to
To let us get slightly
Hopefully
closer.
that works.
well to
Yeah.
let us get
This
slightly closer.
thing is what it looks like. Yeah, not the one above. And he's just kind of projecting from like the front of it.
Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
It's also, of course, a lot bigger than that.
It's like a mech-sized room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Much
if
like-
you guys were the same size as the people in mechs, it's like that much bigger than you.
Uh-huh.
I see.
It's big. I mean, it's supposed to control the entire ship. It has a lot of things to keep track of.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the plan? Currently, it seems like it's not really all there.
Okay.
It kind
well,
of seems, honestly, well, distracted is a good word, but conflicted is an even better one.
Yeah. I'm more or less at this point trying to convince it that, like, hey, we don't have to fight. You surrender is an option. Harrison is kind of shitters. You don't have to fight for them here.
and you love crazy NHPs. You'd fit right in.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience with the crazy HPs at this point.
I hate to tell you, but liking crazy NHPs is not something rational NHPs like even really know. And the same goes for cascading NHPs. Like the idea of being cascading for a shackled NHP is tantamount to freaking heresy. It is not something that can happen.
Yeah.
And of course, vice versa. A cascading NHP will not be shackled. It refuses to the very core of its being.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be trying to convince them they're unshackling. I'm just gonna try and convince them something's wrong here. Very obviously, surrender. We can try and help. We just need the ship. This doesn't have to go down like this. I work with HPs a lot. I might be able to help fix whatever's wrong.
All right. What do you want to roll then? I would say charm does fit the bill here.
Yeah, that's probably the one that fits best. Even if,
are you guys just going to let Living Dead then take the lead on this one, or are you going to help in
Let
some
the
way?
smooth talks
know what?
and space fiction.
Smooth talking Living Dead. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll even top the hatch, get like halfway out, like, just more open that way, you know?
Does
Put
does
myself in danger.
Go Mad provide any insights into the possibly cascading NPC NHP?
Let's just say the human version of madness and the NHP version of madness, quote unquote, are
Different.
yeah, they're not even really comparable.
Gotcha.
NHP cascading is more like seeing the world in an entirely different way.
Actually,
Oh boy, that's gonna make things interesting.
all right. So charm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a way I might be able to get a bonus here. Can I like offer to not power down my entire mech, but power down, the big fuck off gun at least, give a little bit of ground here. So like doesn't have to end in a fight.
You can, but it's not gonna give you a bonus.
All right. I'll at least pop the hatch. Makes me seem at least slightly more personable, maybe. Come on, good roll. That was not a good roll.
No. It just kind of like looks at you in your attempt to convince it that you are not actually as dangerous as it already, of course, knows you are, and that you can possibly help. And then its features entirely just break. And rather than being a like torso and head that happens to be glitching out, it just entirely moves into geometric randomness.
Did this thing
all of you guys please roll a system save.
Cascade the second I've like tried to fucking convince it?
Yes.
Good. Was that what that roll was? We're like, this will be interesting.
Yes.
Good.
It had a greater than usual chance because this thing was already like starting to freaking tilt over the edge. So it was an attempt to bring it back, and if you rolled really well there, I probably could have, you could have possibly pulled it back, but with a 5,
Yeah, no.
it wasn't.
Is that a failed save?
I'm going to say, actually, let me check. This thing does have abilities based on a certain mech, and I don't know what that mech's systems are off the top of my head. NPC. There we are. It is. What is there? It is a failure.
All right, I'm gonna reroll that with Centurion.
Along with the way she goes.
There we go.
All right, yeah, that's enough to succeed.
My crazy HP is better than your crazy in HP.
Yes, because your crazy NHP decided to freaking hammer the freaking close connection button.
Yeah, but I was half outside the mech. How is that gonna do it? I can't reach that from here.
Actually, yeah, I almost forgot about that. Could you personally roll a grit roll? That's just your mech.
Yeah.
That's not. This isn't you attacking you technically.
See if I start freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I'm
you scale into the freaking abyss, and you're like, "I've been here before. You gotta do better than that."
I was
Hey,
bored
I know
and
that
like,
shadowy creature.
molded by it.
At this point, but no, fucking Living Dead's just kind of over the whole NHP thing. So whatever. Oh no, the abyss! Ooh, spooky, dumbass.
Could you roll a d20 as well?
If my fucking, am I check to see if my bitch cascades? Is that what's happening?
That's what this is.
That's
Nice.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So she was able to hammer the close connection button fast enough to not get hit by cascading mechs or cascading NHPs.
Look at that.
Cascade. For those of you that failed, in this case,
Everyone else?
Test
unit.
test unit and the way she goes, because Nylon and Line, I think, just made it. Yeah, you guys just made it. In this case, Nylon made it literally exactly on. Thankfully, in this case, I'm going to say freaking Tether. Your computer is just so freaking crap that it just doesn't know what to do with the data.
Your computer fucking blue screen.
ESD file is too big, it cannot process. No.
Windows
Computer, like,
Vista pops up.
temporarily blue
A new
screened
file not found.
for Test Unit and Vagabond. Yeah, you guys get stunned as your mech just gets freaking overloaded, along with taking 4 heat.
Oof, ouch, owie. My neck.
Yeah, you are still active. It did just activate. It just slapped the mech, so you can jump out if you want to. And then the core is going to launch a crackling shield over itself.
That makes
And
us
we're just going to
wonderful.
keep going in narrative. You guys are not going to get a thing because it is just against this thing. So we're going to go back and forth. What now?
I need to get a hold of that casket. So I at least going to be doing it. Is there like a thing where the shield is evidently coming from, or is this just the
As far as
void?
you can tell, it's just from the core itself. So there's not like an actual, little launcher or anything that you can see on the outside. It might be on the inside, but that means you have to, step through the shield.
Hey Tether, can you break a fucking hole in this thing? I require hands-on experience with the casket.
Regal?
All right.
Oh, what's up? Sorry.
I need you to make a hole in the shield so I can get to the casket.
Yeah, I can do my best. And this is a narrative, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
If you fail, my plan is literally to get back inside of my mech, try and just shove the mech itself through, and then open the cockpit on the other side of the shield.
I don't imagine survive would help here at all. So, yeah.
Not especially unless you just want to freaking close all outside systems and suck your thumb and hope for the best.
Okay, I'll try to break it. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just try to break it with crit, and fuck it up. See what happens.
Or are you just gonna like punch the shield?
Well, ram it with the funny shield, Sea Dream, I imagine.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you like to do that? So that sounds like an assault, but I don't know if you have that.
I don't have any relevant skill triggers, so imagine just crit.
Fun. Yeah, so it's just gonna be grit.
All right.
All right. You aren't quite able to get all the way through, but you're at least able to make a big enough hole for a pilot, perhaps. I mean, it is kind of costing your mech's hull in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shield seems to be
Uh,
actively attempting to eat you. As you take a little bit of energy damage.
Poor thing.
Get in there.
Take 4 energy AP
Yeah.
damage. So
I think I'm
just a little
gonna blast myself with some stems. The last one just seems like the right thing to do at this moment. Freeze
mentally
and
explodes.
well, blast with stems, and then just try and rush through that hole.
Before your heart gives out.
In hard suit? Or
Yep,
is
I'm in a
mech?
hard suit.
All right.
I'll get the mech nearby.
What about 50 and Vagabond?
Aren't we stunned?
Oh, well, your
Your
Or,
mechs are.
stunned,
okay.
but you aren't if you want to, pile up.
I don't really think there's any point in me getting out and doing anything. I don't have any relevant skills. Might be better for just me to sit tight in my mech if anything does
I
come
would
up
like to
later.
unstun my mech.
All right. You do that at the end of your turn. What would you like to roll to get through that hole, Living Dead?
Survive. Just fucking tank the fact that I'm gonna be hitting the edges.
Yep. All right, go ahead and roll. And I will say you will get through regardless of what you roll. But of course, the better you get, the less damage you're going to take all the way through. So yeah, I mean, you make it through without like accidentally slamming through a freaking part of the wall as Tether's kind of like loose, grip loosens, which is better than it could be. So you only take 3 AP energy damage.
Not dead yet.
Or
Okay, I take 3, now I go
sorry.
down to 3. Holy shit.
It'd be 2. Sorry. You didn't just face take the whole thing.
2? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. See, this is why we take free, so I can be calm and emotionally stable as parts of my body start getting fucking lit up.
Vaporized.
You basically just dove through a like wall of plasma.
I came with
Heartsuit's
this
not
on
happy
alright,
about it.
actually.
Yeah. Well, Heartsuit's well, you
It's
also
like
dove through a hole in the wall of plasma, so
Yeah. It's like a really bad sunburn.
Alright. So you are inside. 50 and Vagabond are now active. What would you like to do? Along with, of course, the 2 people that acted last turn. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to reshackle this bitch.
I'm
Is there
definitely gonna. Oh,
is
sorry.
there anything else inside the room other than like the thing in the middle?
I mean, a bunch of a bunch of offline drones and turrets.
Okay. No, you
Believe it
know,
or not, the
breaker switch.
NHP room is kind of made for it, and that's about it. The turrets and the drones seem like a recent addition.
Does anything look like it's actively trying to hurt our friend in the shield?
I mean, it's hard to tell. You're basically staring through a shield made out of electricity. So, it's not exactly the most transparent of things.
I don't know.
And unfortunately, the mech is hanging out outside, so the camera didn't come.
My RT's probably got like a helmet cam.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's probably gonna be showing little but me rushing at the casket.
Mm-hmm.
So not a ton of information there.
Mm.
And also, pretty likely the camera feeding's just being cut
Oh,
off.
it's
you know?
fucked.
Yeah.
The electricity is just a Faraday cage.
Go next.
The image is not very good, regardless.
Could I start trying to disrupt the wall by or the shield by raising a bunch of walls in it?
Yeah, I mean, it'll just become wall instead of shield, but it'll still be there, yeah. Because the shield just seems to continue functioning.
Okay. So I couldn't raise some walls and sculpt a little hole in the middle of the wall then. It just kind of fills up the space.
Yeah. Unless you mean like you're making a bridge type of thing. In which case that might work. You could try it anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, like setting up the arc
The problem
with
is
the
you
walls.
just don't know where the shield is being projected from. So you don't know if you need to like make an overarching area or like make a little tunnel. Because the tunnel could just be filled with more freaking shield.
Unless, now hear me out. What if I create a tunnel and it goes forwards for a little bit, but then it goes, once it goes forward like a little bit, it goes to the right. So it's, unless the thing is being projected facing from the right. Does that make sense?
You want to try and build some construction so that you can make it that there is a hole. How big a hole are you trying to make?
Ideally a mech-sized hole.
Alright.
I can create a lot of pieces of hardcover over time.
Yeah. In this case, it's more that you're using your mech systems in the incorrect way, so you're going to have to get creative.
Well, I do have a skill that's kind of like get creative.
If you're willing to have, if you roll poorly, bad things happen, you can use Go Mad.
Fuck it.
If I get fucking bricked, I'm gonna kick your ass once I get out of here. My mech will kick your ass before I get out of here.
A 10 here does not mean you're successful. It means that you don't fail. You need higher than a 10
Okay.
because you are trying and not as connected skill to do something that your systems are not meant to do. You're basically
That one
pushing
will get
random
brick in
buttons
the
and
back of the
hoping for the
fucking
best.
head.
I have another idea. I'm gonna try and ram a mech-sized hole through the shield.
You can make another one of those, yeah. It will, of course, start to eat your mech instead, but you can definitely do that.
Actually, what if I'd like to just try and use my shield projector thing that I have as a protective thing to go through the words are hard. I have been up for a while. Did I mention that? I've been up for a
Yep.
really long time.
So a shield projector.
My overcharge thing that shields everyone. Overcharge, overshield.
Okay. Yeah, you can try and do that. I mean, if you want to block it entirely, it's going to be a roll. If you just want to freaking like weaken the effect temporarily, then that's no roll. You just use the system as usual.
There's so many stupid things I could do. Oh, I want to do. I think I'd like to. I think I'd like to block it entirely.
All right. So you can attempt to
Getting
disrupt
me.
their shield with your shield.
Yeah.
Across the streams.
Right? Basically, yes. All right. I mean, what do you want to roll? I mean, if you want to, you can get set up with an investigate and then do it next turn when you get a better idea, or a spot. I suppose actually makes more sense. But I guess
Sure.
investigate or spot, either one makes sense.
I definitely
Or you could
prefer
just freaking say,
investigate.
"Screw it, we'll go."
I'll do the. Actually, honestly, I just want to shield other people that are good at. Is this a hacking thing? I
Yes.
still don't quite. Okay, I'd like to
This
shield
is-
our resident hacking mech.
Unless you want to ignore Borz's explicit multi exclamation point instructions of "Do not blow up the freaking NHP." Yes, it's a hacking thing.
Well, actually, it's funny because my mech is hacking, but in terms of my narrative skills, I only have a +2.
You
Plus
just
6,
use the
baby.
basic mech systems. You're not very good at doing it outside of that.
Yeah, the built-in hack.
Yep.
Press button to hack. Oh yeah.
Okay, then I'd like to try and shield Peyton. That's who I'd like to try and shield.
Yeah, I think that'd be more productive.
Yeah, you probably bounce it through the hole in the shield.
If I have to take
shield me
damage
inside.
walking through the shield, I will gladly take damage walking through the shield to shield Peyton.
You can do that.
Okay.
And I'm not going to force you to roll. You can just do it.
Then that is what I'm going to do.
Well, let's keep going. What are Vagabond and Tether doing this round? Because I'm pretty sure I know what Living Dead is doing.
Keep a hole
That
open
obvious?
and
Man, you
try
can read
to
me like a book,
open
Mitchell.
wider.
Make wider?
At least try to keep it open, and if I can make it wider, make it wider. If I can't, just try to hold it open. So Peyton has a way out, and he's not like trapped inside funny plasma shield with funny NHP. Because that would be not funny, actually.
I'd be the
Yes,
first
the
one to
NHP,
trap
by the
someone
way,
with an HP.
will get to do things like it's in combat. It will just continue to act.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have it go at the end, so you guys all have your thing, and then it gets to do its thing.
Okay. I guess I'll. Shit, I don't really know. There's not really much for me to do. Anyways.
Mitchell, if I'm trying to keep it open, could I argue survive for that? Just because it's like pretty hostile environment? Okay.
Yeah, in that case, it makes sense.
Weather the storm.
Uh,
You could try and help me.
I mean, how? I don't really see how. It's like, yeah, you can do it, buddy. Pat him on the
You're doing
back.
great, sweetie. Have you tried ripping out that wire yet?
I mean, the shield is blocking access. It's not blocking damage, and it doesn't seem to block systems. So,
Like,
I mean, you
okay.
could use your
start
external
attacking the
systems to
system.
Okay.
help.
Sure, yeah. If it's just blocking like physical access, I could try to, like connect over like wirelessly with my mech systems.
That worked well, because then you have someone working with the physical and someone working with the Wi-Fi.
Sure,
Mhm.
sure. Let's go for that.
can I?
Not really a bolster action. That's not a thing in there. But
Okay.
The help.
that
I
is
don't have anywhere better than this. I don't know, like stay cool. Otherwise, it's just grit.
Did you say that was the thing, the help action?
Oh, well, bolster is a help action.
bolster is the help action in combat. In this case, you can help another character. You just have to explain how you're doing so.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
yeah, I just want to try to
What-
access the systems with my mech wirelessly and try to like, shut down as many things as possible. Shut down its
Alright.
systems, security systems.
You said that you were trying to help Hayden.
Well, yes, in a
do
broad
get,
sense.
you do get the help. You are going to, well, Peyton will get the help, but you do have to be successful in doing that. We're playing by 3.5 help rules here, Theo. It's not just a you do a help
I
action.
just wanted to make sure he wasn't just raw trying to hack it.
Yeah, no. Just trying to freaking one-on-one a freaking NHP in a hack fight is a bad plan.
That's why we go for the physical. It can't do much. Well, it can't do as much.
So, yeah. Are you basically trying to get it to pay attention to you is what you're trying to do, so it does not pay
Yeah,
attention?
just running interference, like doing anything, metaphorically pulling out wires.
I mean, what would you like to roll for it? What makes sense to you?
I don't think I have anything good, so just grit.
I mean, you could do stay cool. It makes sense.
Stay cool. Try to
Effect.
determine which the best thing to distract
I mean,
the NEP
perform a
with.
task that requires concentration, dexterity, speed, or precision under pressure. You're kind of under pressure because you're freaking staring down a thing that could eat your mind if it felt so inclined.
Indeed. Okay, yeah, I'll try a stay cool in that case.
Because, I mean, you're helping. You're not actively attempting to freaking outfox it. You're just trying to keep it distracted. So, yeah, go ahead and roll. Nice. All right, so that is enough to help. Won't need to
Okay.
roll anything special. So you do at least draw
Cool.
some of its attention away towards your systems, which will, of course, have an effect when its turn rolls around.
Now I get to try and outfox it for real.
Yeah. So, Peyton, you're going to get a +2 on this.
All right.
And I
Yeah,
will
I'm-
let you know ahead of time, this isn't going to be just a one, you hack it once and it's
What if I
win.
roll a nat 20 though?
It's still going to take a couple.
Damn. Yeah.
That 20 will push you much further ahead than a standard or failure, but... 'cause a
Time to
failure
get
will
to
push
work.
you forward. Yeah, what are you doing?
I think it's probably best to work from the outside in. So get the casket to start working with me to try and reshackle this fuck before I start trying to tear through code.
Alright. Yeah, go ahead and do a...
Hacker fix.
I mean, yeah, hacker fix makes sense to me.
Yeah. 17.
Alright, yeah. 17, you are able to get the casket to start working with you, and the first few loops underway. Or at least, get those set up before you actually start to put the squeeze on. Alright, and then it's going to go. And it is going to lash out in the physical realm at, well, everyone but you, Living Dead. It doesn't seem to be paying as much attention to its physical core at the moment. So could Vagabond make a system save? And Tether and 50, could you please make an agility save? Unless, I will say, actually, Tether. Are you going to just weather this storm?
Yes.
Okay. Don't bother with the agility. You're not bothering to dodge it.
Yeah.
Right. The way she goes, you are able to weather the storm. You gain 2 heat as your systems are working overtime, but nothing else bad happens. Test unit. The shield is going to attempt to expand and hit you on as you're helping to shield. And it is unfortunately a little faster than you were expecting, as basically like a pseudopod of energy just kind of like comes out and tries to like wrap around your mech. And unfortunately, an 8 is not enough to shimmy out of the way of a pseudopod of freaking plasma. So you're going to take 4 AP energy damage.
Oh, thank God it's not heat. All right.
No, it's not heat.
4 AP energy to me.
Yeah, you just take 4 AP energy because
Okay, yeah.
you don't get a chance to dodge it.
Yeah, I figured. I wasn't sure if it was more or less or.
Nope.
Yep.
Because it's kind of tuned up. All right. What this turn?
Try to keep the thing open. If Payne needs to get away.
Continue to shield Payton. Can I kind of now do no, I don't want to. I was thinking of doing like trying to shield
You need to
Payton.
think about this. Think about it, Theo. What are Vagabond and Living Dead doing? Sorry, Theo, I'm just going to give you a chance to think about it because you got lots of options.
I mean, I got the cast on my side. Time to start getting into the actual system. I'm also going to be trying to send out a message specifically to Boris and Trench saying that I get a raise after this or I quit.
Unfortunately, your communication is garbled.
One word comes through: raise.
Can Payton be tech attacked?
A human being?
I mean, not really, but the hard suit can.
No.
At least in this particular case, in usual combat, no. But because Payton is literally staring down freaking Oblivion, Oblivion can definitely touch.
I'm doing all right so far. Staring down Oblivion.
I guess I'd like to try and shield Payton both from physical and electronic attacks.
That is going to cause issues with Payton's attempt to shackle as a note.
Yeah, just
because unfortunately your way of shielding is not like the Goblin or another freaking system like that. The way of shielding is we shut off everything and then you basically pull the plug on the internet and therefore you can't be hacked anymore. Unfortunately, it also means you can't hack. So end of your line can continue messing with the casket, but not with the actual NHP doing that.
And I have a feeling there's only so much I can do with the casket.
Yeah, you've kind of done what you're going to do with the casket. Unless you want to blow it up.
No, not when I'm next to it. No, thank you.
Probably not the best plan. All right. But Heather is holding the gate open. So Heather's just going to keep take some damage, which you could help Tether with. Vagabond, what would you like to do this turn?
So Living Dead's still trying to get. So he got like the casket under control, but now he's trying to like actually.
Yeah. A Living Dead basically went outside of the mech to do the same thing you can do inside of your mech, but his will be easier.
I closed the gate. Now I need to break the horse.
Okay. I don't know. I'll just keep trying to hack from my mech then.
All right. I mean, what precisely are you doing? Because hack is real.
Okay,
real general.
See. Yeah.
So, are you going to continue playing interference? Attempt to,
like
shackle.
Keep playing interference and let the expert take care of it.
Quotes, right?
Yeah. The one who has more experience will say. That's
I got plenty of experience.
yeah, exactly. That part I can say without any quotes.
I mean, if you wish, you could just roll stay cool again. That seems to continue being, Cartman ability. Oops. Oh, well, that's not good. All right. Theo, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah. Shield. Physical shield.
Okay, you're just keeping up the physical shield. All right.
It would be
Living
very
good then.
unfortunate if Peyton were to die while doing this because he is the other.
Yeah, that would be rather unfortunate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it does seem like the physical shield isn't actually like actively hurting Peyton currently, but that could change.
That's probably gonna change when I start tearing into actual systems.
Yeah.
All right, another hack fix.
Yep. So what are you just trying to shackle it, or are you going to do something else?
I mean, trying to shackle it just seems kind of like the best thing to do here.
I mean, you can weaken systems, do other things, try and get it distracted, but
but
that's the end goal.
Yeah, that is all just in service to making it shackled. But I feel like at this point, just fucking break this horse.
Yep. Unfortunately, this time around, it seems like Vagabond did not gain enough of its attention, and it's focusing way more resources on you this time around. So it is going to not give you that +2, unfortunately.
All right. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just win. Yes.
Well,
Not great, but still
you make
fast.
progress. It's not quite as much progress as you made last time, but it's progress. It starts to be shackled. Unfortunately, it does not seem very happy about that. So, pull up that. The thing is going to attempt to do a couple of things. Vagabond, I need you to make a... I'm gonna give that, yeah. I would like you to make an engineering save, and could Tether make a system save? Actually, no, not Tether. 50 makes system save. Tether, you're just burning yourself, so it doesn't seem to care about your systems as much. Which is lucky for you. Oh, that's not good. All right. So, the way she goes. Unfortunately, well, your system does a valiant job. All of a sudden, your power cores just decide to go, pop. You're gonna gain 2 heats, and your computer is currently suffering a massive error and needs to be reset. Needing no helping with computers next turn, basically. As for 50,
Yeah.
your systems, well, like, you seem to have control over most things, but all of a sudden your mech legs just scream a warning and then start moving, and you're just going to all of a sudden throw yourself through as much of the shield as you possibly can. Could you please take 12 energy damage?
Oh, I can't resist this?
No, 50. Not you.
Oh, sorry, 50.
Yes,
Okay.
I can take 12.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't target you.
I was like, man, kind of weird that my mech legs are doing that, but okay. It had a second.
Not you. As for you, end of your line. Let me just check something. That's silly. Yeah. He's just gonna try a good old fricking shoot at you. As part of the pod is just going to dissolve into nanites and re-dissolve into a weapon system and attempt to freaking blast you. Could you please make an agility save?
Agility save, eh?
Unless you just want to take it.
I mean, I can try and grit. No, agility's different from grit. Stupid. I mean, would tank it just be I just accept the damage? Is that it?
Yeah.
I'll try and move.
Yeah. I mean, you're still going to be inside the shield, but
Yeah.
all right. 13 isn't quite enough to entirely dodge the damage, but at least it's something.
I assume that's 2 damage.
Oh, that's a Theo. You're going to
Oh.
just take 3 kinetic AP.
3 kinetic AP. All right.
Because you basically get hit by a point blank freaking like razor wire.
And I will be muttering under my breath at this point. I'm trying to help you, you rat fuck.
No. And you get a response, surprisingly. Help. You seek to chain. Destroy me. Hide then and now. Help.
8 Harrison HPs.
All right. Theo, by the way, your motor systems are back online.
Hey,
Seems like they just were taken over temporarily. Vagabond, your computers are currently offline. They'll clear themselves in a minute, but would you like to do something physical in the meantime? Or are you just going to focus on getting the computers cleared out?
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything useful for me to do, like, physically, so I'm just gonna sit tight.
I mean, you could take over for Tether, who is steadily freaking melting.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry,
Oh.
sorry, Regal. Take another 3 AP energy damage.
I will actually also yell
along
at
with
my
the
mech to
along
help.
with the 4.
Along with
I
4?
already took down the 4 from that round. Do you want me to take the extra 3? Because it's been
You
4
should
per
have
round.
taken so far a 3 at the beginning, a 4 for last round, and then a 3 for this round.
Oh,
Did you take
okay.
shots now? No, 'cause it didn't say you were
No,
doing it.
I just thought it was 4 every round.
No. It was only 4 that round because it like overcharged the energy shield. It's normally
Okay.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so like my mech still works. It's just like the computer systems aren't.
Okay, just a computer.
You are effectively jammed as well.
Okay,
Your Wi-Fi was
sure.
turned off.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll help out Tether take over for him because he's getting ticked down. But
Tether's
it's actually
mech is
funny
just
because
steadily burning.
it's funny because he's at half health, but it's actually the same as me at max health.
Hilarious.
I mean, Tether does
Wait,
have a lot of
considering I have more structure, I think it's fine if I keep doing this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm thinking of something you can do that isn't just I stand here and fix my computers, because that is just going to happen.
You go over to help Ted, Taylor goes, "No, I'm good, B."
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, keep it up, guys. You're doing good.
I mean, while I'm trying to like hold it open, you could try to make it wider. So like I can focus on it like not collapsing, and you could like try to make it bigger, the hole at least.
Sure. So we're ripping it open from each side, from 2 sides.
So I'm
Think
taking like
of it basically like a waterfall. You're just standing in the way.
Uh-huh. Fuck it, I'll stand in the way too.
And in that case, you're going to take 3 energy damage.
Okay.
Well, 3 AP energy, but I don't think it matters for you. You get no other.
Nope.
Imagine having armor. This may buy I have armor. Also, man, I have an unfortunate fucking hard suit for this as well, because this thing provides no extra health and no armor.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
It is all flesh, baby.
All right. I mean, next round. What are you guys doing this time?
could I try and project my shield through the hole and just expand?
I mean, do you want to try and disrupt the shield?
Sure. Why the
Because
fuck?
blocking it is only so effective. It'll basically just burn through the shield.
I want to try and disrupt the shield.
All right. Would you like to do it the sensible way or the I could accidentally do bad things way?
The
Please do
sensible
not
way.
do bad things. I have 7 health. That's including the overshield.
All right. Then I'm guessing it's just going to be grit for you unless you have some sort of techie thing.
I don't have any techie thing.
Yep, this is gonna be a grit from you then.
Oh, I see. Right. I have to go to my pilot page to roll that stuff.
Yep.
Just kidding.
I mean, you could roll grit off your mech. I'm pretty sure.
There.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah. All right. So 50 in a freaking, well, it looks like it's going to be a freaking mad lad. Overcharges the shield generator, which, by the way, does take it out of combat for the rest of this. Thankfully, it does actually damage the shield in such a way as the shield loses stability and fails. So no more energy shield.
Nice.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, means you guys don't keep getting eaten.
Now I can take 12 damage from something else.
Yeah. I shoot you. I never was on your side.
You initiate the cascade protocol that was mentioned earlier.
No, I think at this point I've actually just told a mech to shut down like every system that isn't just it being online.
Yeah, no, Centurion has shut down all systems. She is currently blind and deaf, but not hackable.
Having a cascading NHP is more of a risk than I'm willing to take. Or sorry, having a second cascading
Fight
NHP.
and two crazy NHPs, one that happens to have a ton of freaking hacking support, and one that happens to have 5 guns.
6 if you count the chest one. And Roland Chambers loaded.
All right. What is this round, other than, of course, 50? Because now you don't have to hold the shield open.
Don't know if there's anything else useful I can do.
You want to run interference so I don't get stabbed again?
I will.
I mean, there is. You're in a big, huge room. This is the core, but there might be more.
Yeah, go find some wires and tear them up.
I thought
Well, that's what I was asking earlier.
Yeah,
They were saying that there's nothing else but the big core in the room.
Well, could you take
There's nothing
over-
visible, but that doesn't mean that they just, don't have anything as subsystems or whatever.
Could you take over tech help?
I mean,
He could
Yeah,
try. It's not very
try.
likely though.
I mean, it's just because they're both rolling +2.
yeah, it'll be great for both of us. Yeah.
Ah, true.
So yeah, there's nothing that's subsystems that are visible in the room, but you definitely know that there is a bunch of other stuff in this room, just it's not visible.
I
On
mean,
the floor, in the walls,
yeah.
etc.
I'm down to investigate because I'm pretty good at investigating and like look for other shit.
And
Find other shit to
Fair.
work.
he just said don't break the casket. The subsystem's a fair game.
Okay.
Because if you break the casket, you could accidentally unleash the NHP, and then it just gets much harder to put it back in the box.
Yeah. Once that cat's out of the bag, there's not much putting it back in.
Could I even roll investigate to look for any other subsystems that are around?
You can do that. What would Vagabond like to do? Because there's living, you're just going to keep up the keep up the fight. And by the way, your computers are back online at this point.
Can I just start like ripping panels out of the floor and seeing if there's like wiring going up to there? Just messing it around with it. That's all.
Yes, you can attempt to help look around, see if you can't find something.
How about? Okay, I was gonna say read a situation so I can read to see where
Can.
it would be.
You
but
won't
it's
be
only
actively
+2
like
anyways.
ripping stuff up. You'll just be looking around trying to like find wires and whatnot. But that also works here.
Okay, I would like to do that.
All right. All right. Yeah, you guys find a couple of subsystems that you can help by removing next time. Not this turn, but because of course you'd find them. But
Okay.
it might help. You hope.
I'll just keep jacking them. Easy game.
Yep.
Easy game.
There you go.
I'm trying to help you, you fuck!
Help me, help you, help us.
This time the metaphorical
Eagle.
chains that you're wrapping back around it do seem to have a much greater effect than last time. And you do see a semblance of Vossas and not whatever it is now start to kind of recompile. It's not much yet, but it at least seems to be returning back to NHP and not freaking crazy thing.
You aren't the first NHP I've wrestled with, and you won't be the last!
This time it is just going to focus literally everything against you, Living Dead. Could you
I'm
just
sure
roll
that's fine.
survival?
Yeah, I can try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
Yeah.
go. That's a freaking good roll.
you
Yeah.
right.
It basically attempts to like overload your suit by like running out basically every freaking remaining watt it has access to through your system. Luckily, you're able to not freaking get fried.
Let me
You
get
still
the point.
take
They will literally
one-
just tear shit off if it starts getting fucked with.
Yeah, you do still take 1 AP, but otherwise you're good.
The
That
last
could
of
be
the overshield's gone.
Yeah. It could have hurt a lot more. You were able to pull your hands away before it got too bad.
It's the hard suit because it's got the shit for like being able to clamp onto shit. It just redirected it all back into the ground. Easy game.
So, all right. What are you guys doing this round? It is very close to being shackled at this point. So,
Would I have found anything during the funny investigation?
yeah, you guys both found subsystems.
Just smash them.
Smash!
'em! Smash!
If you have anything along the lines of punch things, you can roll that, or you can just roll freaking.
If either of the two punch mechs
Oh.
don't have apply fist to face, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh my god, Rio, what do you have?
I'm sorry.
So Vagabond, yeah, you well and truly smash the freaking set of computer systems that are helping this thing process, and they flicker out and stop functioning.
Awesome.
Tether, you get at least a good whack on it, but they still seem to be at least somewhat functioning. But you still
He
knocked a
breaks
lot.
all the screens and then goes, "Why aren't they stopping?"
I would like to initialize a protocol in which I move my mech directly above Payton, and then I just have it like I just have a program that detects the location of Payton and then just keeps me right above him.
So you're just trying to body block
Yeah.
Hero?
All right. And Living Dead.
It's time to fucking break this bitch.
Yep. I'm gonna give you a +3 in this case,
All right,
because while Tether failed, they did help a little bit.
give me a dub, please. Oh my god.
Big number!
Hey, see, it's just like putting a puzzle together blindfolded. I've done a lot of puzzles.
And with that, Vossas is back to shackled and currently kind of set into a little, box effectively. The bad
Tell him
NHE
to
box.
I
turn
threw him in the
ship
drunk
around.
tank.
And Boris, after the kind of static from fighting this thing kind of clears, Boris tells you that they were able to get a hold of the manual drives on the ship and are able to at least stop it so that it won't just keep flying towards the combat.
I am getting my goddamn raise.
He just kind of looks at the camera. Guess we'll see. I'll be down in a few minutes.
I'm gonna kick the shit out of that man.
And true to his word, Boris does actually arrive in a couple minutes. He's fast. True, you don't exactly know what a bridge is, but it's apparently pretty close. Boris comes with toting a casket, along with, of course, a bunch of fellow war crew members. None of which you guys recognize, because you guys haven't really looked at them too carefully.
I've got other
Bunch of
things in my mind.
chumps.
Vaz has been put into a holographic prison.
Yep.
Boss
Yeah, he
from
basically
Far Cry
got put
3?
in the I'm trying to remember the term for it in computing. The if you make like a virtual system where it's not really your system, so
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want in it. You basically did that.
And inside of it, there's a holographic version of me, and he's in a jail cell. And that's all there is.
Yeah.
Spent a few minutes putting that together before Boris got down here.
So Boris goes about, unhooking Voss's and adding his own. And, well, takes a look over Voss's with stuff. Diagnostic gear and whatnot. And
Alright, dibs on lean HP. Salvages rats.
Unfortunately, tells you that's not happening.
You earned it, pal.
You'll be getting a raise, but you're not freaking getting an NHP. It's too much of a raise. And in this case, Trench actually backs him up on a very rare occasion.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Apparently, when it comes to this, in Trench's words, Boris knows more about these computer things than I do. So, no.
Yeah, well,
Boris
you know
gets to play
about
with his new toy.
You know about the money, and I'm getting a damn good fucking raise after this one.
In this case, it's going to be a free temporary license for... What is your systems? You're a IPSN, yeah?
Yeah.
So any system from IPSN of tier 1 or 2.
Hell yeah.
At least for the rest of this mission. In addition, the rest of you get the same. You freaking captured the ship without breaking it too bad. As a note, if you had captured the printer room, there would have been up to tier 3, as well as another bonus. But unfortunately, you broke it too bad. So, too bad.
Any system up to tier 2?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
It does still take the power, but
But we don't need like
anything
the
for
license
the
to unlock it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sweet.
it's a temporary license for any tier 1 or 2 system on any mech of your same type. So you do still have to stick with the manufacturer, but
okay.
Other than that, you're free. And it is, by the way, the manufacturer of the mech you're currently piloting, not the mechs you have licenses to. So. This, by the way, does count if you switch over to another mech by another manufacturer. If you have 2 levels in another one, that will carry over, and you can choose one from them instead.
Alright.
Yeah. So, just a thing to note.
Oh, and I get my own room.
Trench just kind of like laughs into the freaking camera because he's still standing on the bridge with the prisoners. You get your own room. All of you get your own room.
Good.
Hell, I get my own room.
You know what? Also, Centurion gets her own room. Fuck you.
Get their own room.
So, I'm sorry, I zoned out. What was the bonus we just got?
You
We can
got
get-
any one system from any mech that is of the same same manufacturer you are currently piloting. So whatever mech the Star Anise is, that manufacturer you get a thing from. I don't actually remember that off the top of my head, but I can look it up.
The funny one with all the herbs.
Yeah.
Herbs.
It does, of course, still use power and all that. But congratulations, you just captured the Harris's Brow currently, but Trench pretty rapidly changes it, regardless of what you guys think, to the Crusader's Edge. You are the Templars, after all. And before we end, you now have a choice. You have a ship. It's beat, but still operational, and still able to join a slipgate. So,
Are you implying that we can just fuck off out of here?
yep. It is an option. Of course, if Vagabond wants to rejoin, then he can go back to the planet, or he can...
Nah, Vagabond's been pilfered. He's ours now.
He can't leave of his own volition.
It's offered, you guys just go, no, frick that.
Welcome to the
Vagabond's
crew.
with us. Vagabond doesn't get a choice. I mean, I can leave, just end this week, and you guys can think about it, but I have a feeling I know what the answer is going to be already.
Yeah, fuck this place. Let's go.
Beat it.
Nah, listen, I can. There's still one more LL to earn here, and with that, I can make it to where Centurion stops being fucking crazy, as crazy.
Yeah, you won't get an LL if you leave now.
Yeah.
It'll be mission complete, but you will not get the LL.
No, we fight.
We fight.
Gone through too much bullshit here.
You know, not for like the whole resistance, freedom, all like the people earning their rights. No, it's for the LL.
No,
baby.
I'm not here for that. I'm here because I bloodied Harrison's nose, and now I want them to hit the ground. Fuck them.
We gotta finish what we started.
Alright.
Also, I'm pretty sure my NHP will go crazy again if I say we just leave here.
Yeah, it might be a little.
That's what I was
We'll get over
concerned
it.
about.
Centurion will get over it.
Centurion got over it in the past, but you know.
Alright. I'm gonna be honest, I need some time to plan. So
Yeah.
how does the 5th look?
Should be fine.
'Cause that's not next week or the week after.
Would
I
be
think
fine.
I actually might be busy on that day doing this hackathon for school. Let me see. Pretty sure
That,
it is
yeah,
on the
if we're
4th.
busy, then we'll just have to move it out to the 12th, because I
Uh-huh.
do not have the time to finish this by the 26th.
Let's see.
It'll
Yeah,
probably still take the rest of March, unfortunately, to finish, based on just how many combats I have forecasted, but because combats takes.
They do take a while.
yeah.
Uh,
So I'm not available on
Okay.
the 5th.
All right, then we will check the 12th and hope that that's open.
All right.
If that's
One last thing before we end. Can I attempt to see what I can find in the ship with the Scrounger? See if I can get some loot.
yes.
Hell
If
yeah.
you want, you can get any of the damaged, the destroyed mechs, with the exception of reactor shielding, or as she's actually known, Facet. Technically, her pilot is actually known as Aspect, but her mech is known as Facet.
Unfortunately, I lose the weapon when I do a full repair. I was more asking for the spoils of war.
Yes, you can do the spoils of war.
Alright, let's see what I get. You find something with that immediate tactical application, which is nonetheless likely valuable to something. Checks out.
I'm gonna have
I
to
kinda
think about that.
Yeah, no, take your time.
But I'll give you something that'll be fun and interesting.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we will reconvene for the beginning of the end on the 12th and hope that nothing has issues.
All right. Sounds good.
Other day that we get a ship, and the first thing I do is leave and go come back with something important and go, hey, I found this, it's mine.
You found it on the ship.
Yeah.
Digging
Well, no,
around.
yeah, just I leave the rest of the party, go scrounging for a bit, come back, and like, hey, Trench, look what I found. I'm keeping it.
Yep. So I did actually consider, like, I made a map for that particular encounter, but I was thinking about it, and I'm like, if you guys detooth it entirely, then it makes more sense to play it out as a narrative encounter than it just being able to do it. Because if it was able to print stuff and it was able to like use everything at its disposal, then no, that would have been a battle map. But then I would have only had the one battle map. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I just got a
Good
text from
session.
some random
It was very
number that
fun.
says, "Hello, James. Drive slowly and pay attention to the road." All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
And it got
Yeah.
automatically picked up by my phone as a spam.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess you're not James.
Hey,
Who
well,
knows?
I still appreciate, someone's out there looking out for me, thinking about my
For
safety.
James. Alright, I'm gonna dip real quick then. But thank you, Mitchell. Session was very fun, as usual.
It was very enjoyable.
Yes.
I'm happy that we were able to finish this.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'll catch you.
Peace.
Unless
Yeah.
Pete wants to play some more.
I have 3 other people.
True.
Alright.
Oh, have fun, guys. I'm gonna go to
Peace.
sleep. I think.
Adios.
Should we play some Lost Ark? I don't freaking know. I'll figure it out. Like,
Auf Wiedersehen. Alright. I will send you an invite to the server. Let me go get it. Let me also end the recording there.